That's cool.
Good evening, and you're very welcome along to the Sopherone Saga, right here in the Emerald Collective. My name is GM Dave, and I am the creator and dungeon master for all things Sopherone. This is episode 72 of the Sopherone Saga, and do you know who else is 72? Only Liam fucking Neeson. So I'll be giving a point of inspiration to the first person to recite a Dungeons and Dragons themed particular set of skills, speech to Valder. Now, before we kick off tonight's episode, we have a few things to get through. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Hidden Folk of the Feywild. Hidden Folk of the Feywild is a new bestiary for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It comes to you from Brambleheart Games, the team behind the iconic Fey Earth TTRPG. Hidden Folk of the Feywild is filled with obscure Fey and magical creatures from European folklore, with all the abilities they had in their original folklore, but with stats to use them directly in your D&D game. Hidden Folk of the Feywild, whether it's a campaign or in the Feywild, or you're just looking for some magical creatures for your next session, this is the perfect resource if you wish to add more magic to your game directly from the lore of old. Follow the link in our Twitch chat right over there, or over there, wherever you're watching Twitch. 3 places at once for me. And you're going to be notified when the Kickstarter goes live on the 2nd of April. Now, you can find our first foray into the world of podcasting wherever you usually get your podcasts. No Silver Linings is a Call of Cthulhu podcast by Mark Corrigan of Shunnock Games. It features 15 episodes of bone-chilling horror set in Silver Mines, County Tipperary, 1919. You can also catch the Violet Madness returning to the Emerald Collective in podcast form. Episode 0 recaps the story so far and sets the scene for the adventurer's quest to rid the land of Gastonia of the magical disease known only as the Violet Madness. Episode 7 is available on all podcast platforms now, with episode 8 having just dropped over on a Patreon. Episode 9 will hit the Patreon on Wednesday, I do believe. Speaking of Patreon, did you know that we have one? Well, now you do. Head over to patreon.com/the Emerald Collection. Depending on the tier you choose, every month you'll receive original battle maps, magical items, and monsters to use in your games, and even bonus maps with variant versions. You'll also get access to the latest podcast episodes 2 weeks before they drop in the regular platforms. We offer discounted rates on selected items on Drive-Thru-RPG. Friends of EC Rates with our resident cartographer, Aitzamap, who's back there right behind me, and artist Liz Shangavi, formerly Zorp's art, who's away over in Canada playing the trombone. We'll even give you a shout out on our Twitch streams to say thanks for supporting us. I have no idea who the next one is. Let's give it to Keen Scully, because I do believe he is one of our supporters. So thank you very much, and that's what happens. You'll get a shout out on stream, live on stream. But if you don't have the coin to spare to sign up for the higher tiers, you can still hit that $1 tier and show your support. But wait, we also have a free tier you can sign up for. You'll receive some free gifts for doing so, and some of our GMs have even been known to drop some of the maps that you used on the one shots. I think it was fucking ages ago. I keep forgetting. And she reminded me even today, and I forgot to do it. But I will do it. Someone text me tomorrow and remind me to do it, and I'll put up. I know, but I wasn't near my computer. All right. He's not with us yet, but we're hoping we'll see him soon. But when he's not streaming with the Emerald Collective, you'll find our very own Rhino over on twitch.tv/DRangeRhino for all kinds of mischief as he plays various games from first-person shooters to platformers. Everyone is welcome, and if you haven't already, please give our friend Ryan a follow, and if you can afford it, a sub over on Twitch. And of course, we'd like to extend a big EC welcome to Rhino's army, if there's anyone in. We love you, and you're all very welcome here. Now let's have a quick look at what's coming up over the next 7 days on the Emerald Collective. We're back on Tuesday with GM Carrick, who's up there in the... Where are you? You're the middle on the left. That's Ren. Ryan. Ren. Carrick, tell me a little bit about what's happening next Tuesday in your game.
Yeah, so Tuesday, our party are finishing their hunt for a manticore that has brutally savaged a hunter from the village of Sunsgrace. And speaking of the Kickstarter, Hidden Folk of the Feywild, tune in if you want to see a sneak preview of 1 or 2 of the monsters from that book. Neil has graciously sent me some stat blocks.
Okay, and tell us a bit about the hunter that was brutally savaged. Were there any weird marks or any unusual wounds?
I mean, he has a few quills sticking out of his back, bit of necrosis from those quills, which isn't normal from a manticore. Shit. And he was missing his entire right forearm, bitten clean off.
I mean, I probably would have led with that, Carrie, but okay. Right, yeah, thanks very much.
Anyways,
Yeah, so the official blurb for Carrick's game, Arcane Adventures in Andromedas, is having bonded over shared secrets, our heroes take a rest as they prepare to hunt a manticore. And Backed by popular demand, our GM rep with Candlekeep Mysteries. The party have returned to the relative safety of the books in Candlekeep Library, but what lurks in the shadows of the shelves in their cellar? Find out next Thursday. And I do believe that's all we have for you next week. We might run a one-shot. I'm looking at a one-shot. Why is the follow button broken, bro? It shouldn't be.
Who cast Hex on the follow button?
Just maybe hit that refresh button, bro. And see if you can follow then. Maybe Twitch have prevented more people from following us because we're absolute reprobates. Anyway, if you stick around until the end of the stream, sometimes we like to kick back for 15 minutes or so and discuss what happened, what it could mean for the plot, and how our players and their characters feel about what just took place. This is, of course, completely free, but will entirely depend on whether me, GM Dave, has run over the 3-hour stream by 90 minutes or not. We want you to feel as included in the story as possible and stick with us wherever it may be headed. So if you have any questions for the players, feel free to throw them at us then, or you can stick a few things in chat. If we see it, we will try and answer. Now, I'd like to thank Kate from It's a Map for stepping up to the Techomancer role for the Emerald Collective. Kate's tech in most of our streams, and if you'd like to show your appreciation to our digital demigoddess, then please scroll down the page and hit the Tip the Technomancer button and throw Kate a few gold pieces. And if she wasn't doing enough for the Emerald Collective, Kate is responsible for all the amazing maps you see in the Sopherone Saga, and you can find her on the socials at It's a Map IRE. And are your commissions open? No, they're currently closed, so sorry about that, you're fucked. All of the music used in the Sopherone Saga is courtesy of Tabletop Audio. You can find them up in the jukebox, and they're on the internet as well. Now, last but not least, what do those shields and numbers on your fancy Twitch overlays mean, I hear you ask? Well, you can use your channel points to bestow boons upon the players and the GM. So a boon grants a 1d4 to attack rolls and ability checks, kind of like a bless spell. We couldn't use bless. If you sub to our channel or gift a sub to another, you can offer an inspiration to the player or the GM. An inspiration allows the re-roll of an attack roll or ability check, but not death saves. And please remember to state in chat who you would like to receive your boon or inspiration. Now, let's meet our wonderful player. So let's kick off tonight with Fona. Fona, tell us a little bit about you and who you are playing and a little bit about your character.
Hello, I'm Fona. I'm cleverly disguised as an adult and a human. I play Scales, the Dragonborn Barbarian, who is very sweet but thick as a plank. And yeah, he is on a quest somewhat. Well, obviously he's on a quest with his friends here, and we're going to well, I think we might be trying to rescue people, or maybe we're trying to get, I don't really remember, but I'm also on a quest to discover my mysterious, a butterfly.
Thank you very much, Fona. Let's move on next to Carrick. Carrick, tell us a little bit about you, when you stream your stream, and who you're playing.
Yeah, so I'm Carrick. I am the stream GM for Arcane Adventures in Andromedus, which streams every second Tuesday. So this Tuesday coming, and then 2 weeks later. And a plethora of one-shots at this point. I think I've ran more one-shots than I have sessions in my actual campaign at this stage so far. And former stream DM for The Curse of Strahd, which has not gone up on our YouTube, I believe. But, we'll figure that out eventually. Yeah, I am playing Ren Oram, who up until recently was a human transmutation wizard who has recently discovered he's only half human. Thanks to Dave's scheming in the background. So Ren is, now a half elf, and missing an ear. So obviously, he only found out from scratching his right ear, I believe, which is one that he never would normally think about, and discovered, it's actually secretly pointed and had been transmuted years ago. Recently, he's had the revelation that his dad is not his dad. His dad was his teacher, which is something that he's still trying to wrap his head around. And he's very, very sick and tired of being in a cave.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of the Underdark as well, but we only play every 2 weeks, so unfortunately these long stretches take longer. Thank you very much, Carrick. Joe, you're up next. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, what your hobbies are, and who you're playing.
Hello, my name is Joe. I rather not speak about my job, not because of privacy reasons. It's just super boring. But what I do in my free time is recently most of my free time has gone to developing a little video game that I do all of the coding and art and everything else for so far. I'm supposed to be doing it with other people, but they have jobs and lives. So Yeah, I've been doing that alone. And then other times when I go there, which I haven't gone in a month, I like rock climbing, and I also like hiking, and that's all about Joe. As for Robert, he is a human rogue. He's started taking a couple of levels in fighter, and he's also a bit of a hobbyist. Well, I could say he's probably a professional writer at this point. He does have some
He's
published
been
work.
published. He's
Yeah.
like you have an agent.
Yeah, he just hasn't seen many of his paychecks yet, but
Yeah, they're in Sopherone City. Why don't you go and collect them?
yeah, sure.
We definitely have a target on our back there.
Okay. Thanks very much, Joe. Oh, I meant to ask you actually. Did you give me the name of your old friend?
Yes, I did.
What was it? Because I forgot.
His name's Cephos, but he
Cephos, thank you
calls himself the Foss.
The Foss. That's right. Of course you did. Sorry. Yes, I remember reading it earlier on.
Stephen,
Thank you very much. And next up we have Stephen. Stephen, would you like to tell us a little about you and who you're playing?
Oh, well, I'm Stephen, your paladin pal, here on the Emerald Collective Twitch and also on our Discord. And this evening I am playing Oryxium Grim, the full human desecrated half of the Brothers Grimm. He is a repentant sinner. For anybody just joining us, that means he is a filthy multi-class of Warlock and Paladin. And yeah, he is hearing strange voices in his head for not the first time ever today.
No, definitely not. Thank you very much, Stephen. Last but not least is Ryan, who's having technical difficulties, but he is going to try and join us soon. So, and Ryan is playing Rixium. Why don't you tell us who Ryan is playing?
Well, Ryan, if he was here, would be playing the hallowed half of the Brothers Grimm, Mizelus. Mizelus is a half-elf cleric. For those of you who are wondering, how can you have brothers? One is a human and one is a half-elf. Well, they are brothers from different fathers or different mothers. Almost fucked that up. And he is a cleric of the one true Lord, our god, Bahamut. And yeah, I don't want to give too much else away in case I fuck up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, that frightened the fucking shit out of me. Thank you very much. It's cool. If I have a heart attack on stream, it's not because of my shit lifestyle choices. It's because of that fucking sneeze behind me. Thank you very much.
Fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
Get tight.
Okay, look, let's do a quick recap before we dive into tonight's episode 72 of the Sopherone Saga. So, arriving into the winter city of Artex from the small town of Templetown, our heroes were secure in the knowledge that they'd beaten the nefarious agent of the crown Valder to an artifact of great power in the temple high above the town and hidden it in the astral plane. The artifact, however, had begun communicating with the party's wizard Ren, promising great power if only he would travel to an area high in the mountains above Artex and recover another artifact similar to the first. Accepting the deal and receiving a small amount of power as a reward, shitty cantrip, Ren had second thoughts and a while later reneged on the deal, thus angering the entity, who is currently plotting his demise. Meanwhile, Valder arrived in Artex with the necessary paperwork for the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, the same temple of the two party members of Brothers Grimm, to reapply for permission to operate in Sopherone under the king's good grace, which was surely a punishment and a show of power designed to put the party in their place. Look at this. Fuck the king. That's treason, you bastards.
Yeah, well, to repeat what Kane did, spit on the floor.
Oh yeah, okay. So in case anyone didn't know, in Sopherone, have you got the map? You can throw the map up again. In the continent of Sopherone, you have to apply to the king and the kingdom to operate as a religion. All religions can do this. So you do have some maybe morally questionable religions operating in this continent, but I mean, they're keeping the human sacrifices on the super DL. Like, it's not like that you rock in on a Sunday and then like they're just cutting the stomach open of some sort of, you know, sacrifice. So that's what's going on there. So in an effort to keep them out of trouble, the temple sent them to recover a missing shipment of adamantium that was supposedly being escorted by temple guards. On their way to the mines, hiding the vertex crooks, the party spied thick plumes of black smoke across the jagged peaks of the mountains that could only be coming from an utterly destroyed temple town, surely an act of vengeance on Valdor's behalf. After learning that the temple guards had been stunned into submissiveness and abducted by a group of mind flayers, the party set off into the adamantine mines in hot pursuit, eventually stumbling their way into the Underdark after several days of travelling. But the Underdark is no joke, as we all know, battling bullets, greater ropers, drows, scouting parties, and even the vengeful imp that used to take residence in the carved witch's house of horrors. The party stumbled upon the body of a fallen paladin, carrying details of the possible resting place of a holy avenger longsword. Type H in the chat. For our fallen paladin. Anyway, sailing across the Obsidian Expanse, a subterranean sea that mingles with the Shadowfell, the party fought off an onslaught of bloated ghouls and a dreaded nightmare. Nightmare? Nightwalker. Who is a nightmare? Now, they lie exhausted on the beach on the other side of the Obsidian Expanse, which we can throw up the map for now. Thank you very much, Technomistress. And already alien thoughts penetrate their tired minds. So, what exactly has awoken on that island to the north of Sopherone? How safe is Oriel, Eryxium's mother, in the gnome city of Krasnokken from Snogafar? And what else did the old man Venelar hide from the wizard Wren? There's only one way to find out. Let's play some D&D. Okay.
The name of that city gets me every time. Comes knocking from
Snogafar. Yeah, there you go.
Dave came up with it when he had hay fever.
Yeah. Okay, so as you flopped in the sand, or you're on one knee in the sand now, the stone and the natural rock formations here are a kind of a deep amethyst-like purple. There's a green funk and a tinge to the sand here as the waters of the Obsidian Expanse lap up. And again, like the other side of this terrible and fell sea, you see the waves lap on the shore, and they almost, as some of the waves roll back, you can see almost like tendrils or fingers of this sea sort of reach out or kind of crawl up the sand, almost against the flow of the sea, as if they sense living flesh or living being, and then they eventually succumb to gravity, and then they kind of flow back down. You can see the top and the northeast here as I shift ping. Am I on the right thing? Yes, you can see what looks like some sort of ancient maybe beast of burden or something like that. Its bones bleached white. This thick green slime is just sort of stretched across it now, and it looks like it died in terrible agony. But as you kneel on this beach, I'm gonna start top left on my screen here. Scales, can I get an intelligence saving throw, DC 18?
Intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
Those Eryxium's aura.
Ooh,
affected
5.
at the moment?
Okay, 5. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to do one thing here with a little bit of out.
Dave, would Eryxium's aura be affecting this?
Yes, they would.
Okay.
And then that's a 10.
DC 18 though, was it?
DC 18.
Yeah, so still a
Give me
way
1
fail.
second. Right, till I just give somebody control of the token here. Zip zap skippity bop. Zip zap skippity bop.
Banker.
Okay, you got it. Scales. You blink and you feel a wave of dizziness come over you, and you kind of look down, and you're not on the sand, you're at home. But why did you even think about sand? What? I mean, what the fuck? Sand is like on the beach to the east, the northeast from your hometown of Somerton.
Somerton.
Yes. And as you kind of go, oh, that was weird. Why was I thinking about beaches? You're in Somerton. You're at home. You're in your hammock. Your dear old mum and dad are there. And there's a fly buzzing around the room, and you're kind of like, thinking, I wonder if you've recently discovered your Dragonborn acid breath, and you're thinking, I wonder. No, you've been given out to for doing that before, so not in the house.
Not in the house.
Not in the house.
Not in the house.
Okay. So then your dear old, it's almost bedtime, and your dear old mum sits down. And she goes, Scales, did you have a good day?
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
I helped Dad plough the field, and
Yep.
then we planted some new crops, and then I followed a butterfly into. Well, I didn't go too deep into the woods because I know I'm not supposed to go all the way in.
Okay.
But it didn't go far anyway, and then so I followed it for a while, and then I threw some pebbles in the stream, and then we baked, and then I ate that, and then I mucked out the stalls, and then I came in here, and I've been just here.
Sounds like a great day, Scales. I remember you said you had a dream before about a place called Artex.
Artex. Oh,
and it does flash into your mind a dream that you had of a place called Artex. Strangely, you're not in it. And it's kind of weird, but you do remember a lot about the place called Artex. And
they have tingly num-nums there.
They do. You told me about the tingly num-nums.
Yeah.
Oh, they sound wonderful. But I'm more interested in the church. The Church of the Platinum Dragon. You were there in your dream, weren't you?
I wasn't allowed go there. They said I couldn't go in.
Why not?
They didn't tell me. They said it wouldn't be good if I went in. And then, so when they were going in, we went round. Oh, and there was this old lady, and she had really nice smelling cakes and buns. But and there was another one who wanted me to go upstairs, but I didn't get to go into the church.
Okay. But I think you said your friends talked about the church, didn't they?
Yeah. Two of them, I think, are with them, and the other one is with the bird one, the blackbirds one, the ravens. And there was a lot of churches. They were all in a sort of like a big. No, it wasn't this. It was a circle kind of, but it was a big circle.
Okay. Yeah. Picked the wrong fun motherfucker to start with. Okay, so they're like, yeah, okay. Sounds like a wonderful city. Scales, do you remember any of the names of the guards? The guards that stood at the entrance.
To the what?
To the church.
Which one?
Any of them. Would you like to make a history check? DC, I feel like the DC for this is gonna be fucking high. I think we'll just make a history check. DC 18.
He was wearing a purple jumper.
Fucking hell!
So, like I said, I wasn't really allowed to go to the church, so I don't remember there being guards. Why would there be guards on a church? There isn't guards on the church in the village, is there? No, the man in the robes, he's not a guard, right? He says all the words. He's the he's not a guard.
Okay, Scales.
Yeah.
You mentioned. Okay, can I get an intelligence saving throw DC 17 now?
Okay.
This line of questioning is starting to feel a little bit odd.
An intelligence check. Okay.
Intelligence save.
3.
Okay, so we're at the what is it? +5.
So that's 8.
Okay. The questions from your mum start again, and she brings you over a banana, and she goes, I think we have some not lemons around here somewhere, but you spoke of a man called Arixium.
Yeah, Rixium, he's my friend.
Yeah.
He's got a... No, wait, does he? Yeah, no, he's got a shield and it's got a dragon on it.
Did you know he hears voices in his head?
Does he?
Yeah. Did you ever talk about them?
I don't think so. No.
What does
I
he
don't...
talk about, Scales? A slight bit of impatience in your mother's voice.
Well...
You've not heard before. She's usually very patient with you.
Religion and the meaning of life and I don't really think I talked to him about my dreams.
Oh, I remember you talked about the house. Where's the house, Scales? Where in
Oh.
Artex is the house?
Well, we
I
burnt
feel like
that
this is
down.
something you would remember.
Oh wait, not the witch's house. The
No, the
Artex
one in
house.
Artex. Where is the house?
It's above the churches. I kind of just followed the others.
Okay. So, we're telling the truth here.
Yeah, I
Would
in
Scales
terms-
not know his way
Scale-
home from the church by himself?
Scales probably does remember. I'm trying to cast my memory back to the
Yeah.
map of Artex, and I vaguely think the ring of churches was there, and that the house was up
It
here
was
somewhere.
it was to the
Oh.
east. Yeah.
Up
Past
to
the
the
pretzel sand, tingle nom nom, spicy hot dog.
take
Yeah, no,
take a
I-
left at the smelly shack.
I think he would probably say like, well, you go around all the churches, and
Yeah.
then the food people are back that way, and then you go up and around, and if you follow the road that way, then the house is kind of on that side, maybe 5 minutes that way.
Okay, but in Scales' mind, you're actually
Oh, I'm
you're making that journey.
Yeah.
Okay, and you hear your mum saying, "Good boy, Scales. Good boy." Oh, that's good to know.
Can we have some not lemon pie now?
Yeah, just in a few minutes. Can I get another intelligence saving throw? DC is 16 now. As she looks at your father, and you
14.
see a curious look. You have no boons. By the way, if you want to use your channel points, you can spend 3,000 of them to give a player a boon, which is a 1d4 on rolls like that. And you can you kind of look at your mum, turns around and gives your dad a kind of a curious look, and she says, okay.
Am I in trouble?
No, of course not. Ren, tell me about Ren.
Ren.
Yeah, what is he worst at?
What is he worst at?
Yeah.
Sometimes when he's setting fire to things, he sets fire to places he shouldn't. So that's probably what he's worst at.
Okay. Oh, you got a boon.
Oh, and he doesn't have 2 ears anymore. Well, he does, but one of them is like, it looks kind of like a furry bat.
Okay, you now have plus 10 is on the rolls, isn't that right? Because to Bob is here, so I forgot about that, but we'll move forward.
I have to be able to get it on the next one.
Thank you very much for the boon, Reprobate Gamer. Scales, you have a boon now. It should have shown up on the. It has. Thank you very much.
I would just say Bob didn't get off the boat yet. He got off the boat as this was happening, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah. Roll with it.
So, yeah, you see your. Sorry, 1 second. I hear something here. You see your mum and your dad sort of confer, and then your dad leans over and he says, "Scales."
Yes, Dad?
Did Eryxium ever speak of the cult of the dragon?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said that the Platinum Dragon was the best god, or best of all of the religion-y type creatures, and there was an evil one as well.
Why did I start with Scales?
Tiamat?
Cult of the dragon. Yes. The
cult of the dragon.
The cult of the dragon. Where he came from.
Is that different than the Church of the Platinum?
Oh, very different, Scales. The cult of the dragon worship the multi-headed goddess Tiamat, we believe.
Tiamat. Okay. Oh, is Tiamat the bad dragon?
It depends on your point of view, Scales.
Or the mother dragon?
You're
Or
a dragon, the mother of dragons.
the mother of dragons, yes.
Theoretically, she could be your mother. If we weren't here, of course. Scales.
No, she's not. My mum had a
In a metaphorical forget it. So, do you know what, Scales? Go to sleep. It's fine. And Scales, you can blink and you're back in the beach there. And because they've just given up on you. They just sort of. I'm gonna move over to Arixium. Arixium, can I get a DC 18 intelligence saving throw, please? You are within to Bob, so it looks like you've got a plus 10 on this.
A +5 to whatever I roll.
Sorry, yeah. 15.
Oh,
You know of no inspiration, unfortunately.
No inspiration. Is this an effect that the Spellguard Shield would affect?
It is not. It is not a spell.
Is it a charmed effect?
Is a charm effect. It is no. Hold on now. I'm going to move over here to another page and I'm going to go into my GM layer and I'm going to double check because I think we need to be fair about this. Is it a charm effect?
Best defense is to be naturally Scales, according to Rap.
Yeah.
Shield of
Honestly,
stupidity.
they really should have left Scales to the end in case there was some nugget of info in there.
This is not a charm effect.
Had to ask. We get these abilities for reasons.
You are dead right. Arixium, you are underneath that manor house in wine country. And so we shift from one side of the continent to the other. And you feel that wonderful lush weather. And just that heat, even in the basement, and it's not uncomfortable. It's wonderful, and you can smell down here, the smell of sulfur and the smell of. You look around and you're like, oh yes, this is where I first gained my power, and this is where Arixium first became a warlock, and it's empty. The chamber with its large throne. Kean Scully, thank you very much for the sub. You're very welcome in. Great to see you here. You can give an inspiration to the DM or the GM or any other player there, except Mazzelli already has one, so you choose. And don't forget how much I love you. And
don't forget, I run your game on Tuesdays.
So you're underground. You see now these long, sort of finely made tapestries depicting the mother of dragons, and you can see there's a throne, and above the throne is a statue of a wolf, a statue of a snake, and a statue of a scorpion. You remember these three statues represent the three prophets that would drag the chariot for the mother of dragons to return. And you remember something about a beach, but it's gone. And then the master walks out with his deep hood, and he says, Arixium, what has you up tonight? Can't sleep. There's nothing weird about this right now.
No, I always fail to sleep in new places.
A new place, but you're home now.
A lot warmer than the last one.
Yes, well, there are warmer places. I promise you that. Now, we spoke earlier of your dreams. You spoke of Miselu. How you long to have power, to impress him. But tell me of your father. Tell me of the people who worked in the church. Names, Arixium. This could help us. This could low-level people.
If it is information on the church you seek, you've chosen poorly for Unlike my blessed brother, Mizelus, I was never good enough to be brought into the chambers to visit
I see.
the high clergy.
Tell me more about your father, then.
He's a sanctimonious arsehole, left my mother with nothing.
Details. What rank does he hold in the church? Have you ever heard him speak of colleagues or brothers and sisters in arms? And if you have, you will tell him.
I know
you
he
can make up some names if you want.
speaks dearly of Berethia, I believe her name is. I've only seen her at a distance, really. I'm usually when I make an appearance, I am hurried away as to not tarnish his look.
From a distance, Erixium, did you admire Berethia?
What a peculiar question to ask.
Indeed.
She's a very very fine warrior by all regards, and there was once a gathering at the house. Sir Pavros was there, I believe.
Sir Pavros.
Yes, a very large gentleman, Goliath, I believe. Don't know much about him other than he had one eye and no left hand. Towering man.
Go on. Can you think of two more?
Father spoke of a party member, but he never really. I believe it was more a nickname than anything. It was the Shadow.
What a curious name, the Shadow.
Yes, it's not very descriptive.
Somebody who works in the temple.
Well, just because our temple is built in the shadows.
I see. You think of anybody else? Someone your father cares about, other than Miss Zelu?
Well,
This could help us, Erixium. This could help us bring your mother of dragons to this plane. Imagine feeling her love with no barriers between the planes and the prison. She's locked in.
he
You do
does.
feel that surge of love.
He does always speak quite fondly of the housekeeper Boothby, but he's a decrepit old cleaner. I mean, I don't know why.
Sir Pavros, Boothby, and the Shadow. Excellent. Can I get another intelligence saving throw, DC 17, please? As he's about to probe a lot deeper. That's
You're 20 with Tabob.
And you kind of shake your head and you're oh wow, that was weird. It's the pain of the lapping of the water from the Obsidian Expanse that sort of licks up against your ankle, and you're not going to take necrotic damage, but there is that sensation of pain that you felt when you do take necrotic damage, almost a tightening of the muscles and just a drying out of the skin. It's just a sharp spike of pain that snaps you out of it. At the same time this is happening, we're gonna go to what are we gonna go to next? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna try Ren. Ren, I need a DC 8. You're gonna make this intelligence saving throw.
I should make this with a +5 and my own +8. So give me one sec here.
I mean, you can always roll a 1.
I could always.
Fucking hell, Ren is an inspiration as
Actually,
well.
I have a +9, +5,
shit,
so I
shit.
have a 14 is my minimum.
Ah!
But I rolled that one, yeah. So
Oh!
sound. Honestly, narratively, I'm glad I kind of failed this. I'm interested.
Okay. Venelar.
Yep.
you're going through your exercises in the old man Vanilar's shop, and he's like, oh, Ren, you're doing so well, my boy. You're doing so well. Those stories you write are my favorite. They're my favorite. Tell me of the page.
Age.
The page, the place, the city. You could, I think you called it Smartex, and you're writing all your short stories. And tell me about the page, the group, the page.
So Ren's knowledge of the group itself is quite limited because he's not been officially introduced.
Yeah,
but he knows,
you know what they are.
Yeah. They're kind of sort of a resistance group. They're
Resistance to what?
the king. They don't really approve of how he's been treating. I mean,
why would you resist your king? Are you not supposed to love him?
I feel like you of all people should understand that after what he's done to your people, Benolar. I mean, he's driven his...
This is your book! Your short story, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like
None of these problems exist here.
He's pushed the elves into the top corner and taken their land.
I see.
He's
So that's why they would resist. Okay.
Oh, and he's,
Morals.
maybe he's...
Morals, is it? Morals?
He's doing some nasty things. I mean, he wants to... Ren doesn't know exactly about...
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, so he's... He hired... Yeah, I mean, he employs some real nasty piece of works, like... Valder, spelt with an E, which is the elven word for poop, as we discovered.
Valder is V-A-L-D-A-R.
Yeah, exactly. It's Valder spelt wrong. For the short story, and he's been chasing the main characters.
Valder, think of this man Valder for me.
Okay.
Conjure his face, conjure an image of him for me.
Yeah, and
can you use your magics, the illusion magic I taught you?
In this kind of thing, Ren will conjure a minor illusion of Valder in this kind of dreamscape.
Okay. Good. You're getting better, Ren. Ah.
Cantrip.
Good. Now, Ren, tell me all you know.
Of Valder?
Of Valder.
Well, he's believed to be half elven.
Information now, not opinions.
Oh, he's half elven. He's in service of the king. As far as I know, he is a follower of Bane. He was reinstating a temple of Bane in Templetown. He was working with some mysterious purple-eyed figure under the temple in a mirror. He had a partner called Wraith, who's dead.
Wraith?
Yes.
I thought you mean undead.
You're dead.
What? A Wraith is undead, not dead.
Well, no, he's not a Wraith. He was a Goliath.
That was his name, I see.
His name was Wraith, yeah.
You're so imaginative.
Carried a whistling glaive.
Very imaginative. Very good. You can give me another intelligence saving throw. DC for this is now 17. As he asks you, who amongst your party? Oh my sweet baby Jesus, that is another natural one. Somebody fucking clip that right now. That is amazing.
Ren versus rolling 2 nat ones. Did it in the first session, doing it now.
And now we're doing it every
You give your soul to everything that asks. Why not fail this a lot of times?
We did it in episode 1 and now we're doing it in episode 70 fucking 2.
Yeah. At least this time I'm not setting a house on fire because of it.
Well, this is true. You're just setting your party on fire as he says to you, Ren, this adventuring party of which you wrote, why don't you tell me which one of these would know the names of low-level gods in the temples?
Darik, Eryxium, and Mizelu. Robert might?
Mizelu? Okay. Darik and Eryxium, though, you say. Good to know. Ren. Here's an exercise for you. turn around, walk into the sea. Can I get another intelligence saving throw? DC for this is 16.
Okay, +5 from Arixium. I'm actually rolling with the +5 built in because I forgot his album macro.
This is based on, this is a trust exercise, Ren. 28.
Well, 28 +5, so it's 30.
33, Ren. You kind of snap out of it. And you do turn around and see the sea. The Obsidian Expanse and its necrotic, Shadowfell tainted waters now lapping towards you. And you kind of snap out of it and you're like, oh, that was weird. Robert, you're in the trenches. Trebuchet fire just arcing each way, hails and storms of arrows, clouds of sling bullets flying over. It's ice cold. It's the dead of winter, and normally there would be a break in these campaigns for the winter, and you're sitting there with what's the name? Cephos. And there's 3 dead comrades to your right, there's 2 to your left, and the cold is bitter. Cephos, a curse on kings and warlords and everything. Why can't they make war in the summer, Bobby? This is intolerable. Why, Bobby, tell me one of your stories. The ones you write in your books. Yeah, the chain. You wrote at them recently. What about the chain? Do you remember who's in charge of the chain? The chain of command, as it were.
Does he want a book version of it, or is it?
Well, first off, I want an intelligence saving throw. DC 18.
Okay, just a moment, please. Struggling with my sheet.
Sorry.
Oh, it's minimized, that's why. Intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
DC 18. You're going to make this first go, I bet you. Motherfucker. And it's, again, the pain of that water, that Shadowfell tainted water that laps. And you had +5, +10 because you're in Arixium and to Bob's aura. So that would be a 29. Immediately you feel this sort of sense of nostalgia and longing as for a split second your mind is cast back to those campaigns where you were a scout and you're in the trenches and so on and so forth, and the time you spent with Cephos. But you're back straight away as the pain of this necrotic water just snaps you out of it. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna go with Tabob, and I'm not gonna say what's happening because Tabob is an NPC, but I will give him a bunch of intelligence saving throws. So he has +5 on these. He's not within Arixium's aura. Is he?
I got his. He's in mine.
Let me just see. Yes, he is. Sorry, yes, he is. Of course, correct. Okay, so we're gonna go. He's +5 on this. Here we go. Intelligence saving throw. Waiting for the result.
16.
It's not showing up for me. That's weird.
I had such a nice little thing prepared about the chain mistress, Dave. Come on.
God damn. Welcome in. Unauthorized dice roll. I think that's what happened to my fucking... Oh, it showed up on the...
Nah,
it showed up on the stream, but it didn't show up for me on...
That's what happened to me with 2-not-1s. I didn't authorize those.
I'm just refreshing my Roll20. Welcome in, Unauthorized dice roll. You are very welcome along. We're on the beach in the Underdark. It's not as nice as it sounds. And my Roll20 is not loading. Anyway, so Tabob failed that, so you can see for a second Tabob's eyes roll back in his head now. And I'm gonna open it on a different tab and see if that works. And you can and then would somebody else like to let me go into my thing here. It's open for me on another tab. I'm gonna run into the game here. We're on page 2. I don't know why the game is so far back. Okay, let's launch the game. Oh, my Chrome is having a fucking meltdown here, lads. I might actually drop off the streams and just talk amongst yourselves if that happens.
Row.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close that. Okay, I'm still on. I'm gonna try Chrome. I'm gonna open new new window. Sorry about this. Terrible time to join unauthorized dice roll, but we will get this fixed ASAP. Would somebody else like to roll me a d20 and tell me what you get? To Bob has a +5 and then another +5.
Oh, you rolled an 11, so the +10 would make that 21. You want a second save?
Oh, he made it. Okay, great. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. I just heard you say 16, and I thought that was the total. Because I didn't see the result. Okay, cool. Looks like it's loading now. Okay, so to Bob, it makes it. And would somebody like to roll for Darak then? Does anyone else have Darak's sheet?
Oh, shit.
Still can't get on. I rolled a
should
nat
do.
15 in Discord, so Stephen can add my int. You need an 18.
You got a 25 with the +10.
Fucking Jesus sakes. Okay, cool. Do you know what? I'm gonna throw up Firefox here and try and get into roll 20 and Firefox.
I don't have Dark, but if you want, I can try them.
Yeah, no worries. New
One
hype
of the
train emails
boss.
here. Thank you very much. I'm gonna just jump in on. You might have to change the audio to Firefox. Oh no, you won't. You won't. Sorry. Use Firefox. Let me just bop in here and go into roll 20 on that. They're fucking bastards, like. Cool. Here we go. Okay. Zip zap skibbity bop. We're in. Sign in. Here we are. Okay, so I'm on Firefox now. 22. No, because everything else in Chrome is working. Okay, cool. So, unless it's my Roll20 account. I have paid the bills, I swear. Okay, determining scale sizes, creating hatching dragons. There we are, we're back. Okay, cool. So I do believe that is, let's just roll for Darak now. As you can see, Darak's eyes roll back as some sort of present or thing. Oh god, he's got +1 on this, so he's going to need an 18, 60, 17, and he's in your aura, so he makes it, lads. This is pretty good. Okay, so that is everyone. Mizelu made it. So you all have this moment where this sort of wave of dizziness just overwhelms you. Some for longer than others, and you kind of stumble and you kind of drop your knee to the sand. But it passes quick enough. You can hear a breeze coming from up here, this gap in the wall here, and it's almost like a moan, or at times a kind of a high-pitched whistle. And it's odd, mingled with the lapping of that Shadowfell of tainted water behind you. Those laps of the wave are loud, and you kind of, did I hear that or didn't I? That was weird. Scales, as you move into that brown type of water there, Erixium Mizelu as well. Can I get strength saving throw, please? Same Erixium.
What's actually worse is Scales was reaching down for that shell pedal thing, so his hand has gone in as well. If that matters.
Okay, that is good to know. Is that not one? No, it's
That
a 2.
was a 2 for Mizelu and a 21 for Erixium.
24 for Scales.
Why did you roll again? Oh, sorry, you didn't. Okay, cool. Okay, so Erixium, as you reach, as you kind of wade across, it's almost like this brown and green sludge just works its way into your boots, and you can feel now a pressure inside. As you look down, you can see there's these sort of brown and yellow corrupted looking vines or bramble type things have just sort of wrapped themselves around your boot, and you go to walk and you cannot. First off, I'm going to get a constitution saving throw from you, DC 16, and if you make it, you're going to take 46. You're going to take half of 46 poison damage. 17 down to 4 if you make it. DC 16. So you're going to take 8 points of poison damage as these things worm through your boot and in through the seams and the sort of the layers of armor. You feel this intense pain rush up your leg, and this poison begin to pump up your leg, and it almost feels like your leg is now beginning to go numb, which causes you to sort of almost lose your balance. Mizelu made it.
Other way around. That was Mazzello who's.
Oh, sorry.
lost feeling.
Well, yeah. Sorry, that's Mizelu then. That happens to. My apologies.
Okay.
Yeah, because you rolled both of them. Scales, you made it. As you reach down, you do pick up this shell. Are you going to put it to your ear?
Well, I'd look at it first.
Okay.
If Ren sees Scales raising the shell to their ear, he'll be like, no, 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 no.
Okay, so you pick it up and you look at it, and as you... Oh, are we off?
No.
Sorry,
No, we're
my
on.
browser... My internet is acting a bit weird, and it just said we're off. No, it's all right. Anyway, so as you pick this up, Scales, and you look at it, you can see what looks like these sort of yellowy brown, tiny little thin tendrils sort of just pop out. They're all jiggling very happily. They smell. Can I get an intelligence saving throw, please?
What do they smell like?
Well, let's just see.
Probably fish.
17.
For a second, they smell like tingly num-nums.
Oh,
But you make your intelligence saving throw, and you overcome the urge to lick them.
Okay. I wasn't.
Something like that.
I was gonna. He has to, like, they're like going wee, so he's gonna have to go wee.
Okay, so as you reach over and you touch these, and you do a little can I get a Constitution saving throw, please? Again, the same DC, which is 15, I believe.
+5.
29.
Okay, you're going to take half of 46 points of damage.
Okay.
Am I seeing, like,
Yep.
people, like, flinching from this shit? Oh.
You're going to take 7 points of poison damage. As again, this just sort of drifts against your fingertips, and you feel this sting. You're like, ow!
Okay,
and you
so
feel your fingers swell, and your hand begin to get numb now, and it's like, your hand is like, it's absolutely numb.
lucky hand. So he's
We
he's
are
gonna
not
drop
past
the
9 o'clock yet, so hold off on the jokes.
shell. He's gonna drop the
Guys,
shell.
stay out of the water.
Tingly no. Okay, cool.
There's a creature in there that seems to be attacking you. Mizelu, that looked painful. Scales, don't pick anything else on the speech up.
But there's a
No.
horsey.
Don't go near that slime.
Okay.
Ren, if people are out of the pools, he's going to conjure up like as hot an orb of fire as he can in his hand without actually casting a spell slot and shook it down into it. See if
Okay.
anything reacts.
Yeah, because casting fire into self always goes well.
It's water.
It's gonna
Okay, so
splash
you
him
are
or something.
rolling to hit, are you?
I'm just kind of chucking create bomb. Like I have control flames, so I can just create flames. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna,
grand.
yeah.
You lob it in there. Erixium,
I'm waiting for them to be clear out of the water. 'cause I'm trying to boil
right.
it,
So you've
essentially,
told
but,
them, and it's over here, right?
just kind of, ahead of them, the one ahead of them. Just
Give
kind
me a
of
ping there, so we know it's.
So before they go cross into it, if they're going that direction, I'm more so just kind of
They're
creating.
going over here. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so roll your damage and let's see what happens.
So create, create flames doesn't have a damage roll. I just rolled a D10 for firebolt because it's same
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
concept. So it'd be what cantrip at this stage is 3. Yeah, I'll just roll firebolt and then take the damage roll. That's 19 points of fire damage.
You see this section of green and brown liquid. It almost seems to recoil and almost stand itself up in reaction to that, and then it settles down again. There is a way around it. There's a clear path around it if you wish.
Yeah, stay out of the water, guys. There's something not right there. And I'll take that. So that path is down through to Bob's, or very close to the edge, and then up and around. Is it?
Yeah, to Bob kind of walks in and goes, "All right, Saps, why are we being so fucking careful here? Let's make our way in here. Let's rescue your mates, and let's do the right thing here. I'm sick of pussyfooting around. Oh, I don't like the look of this place. You go
Dave,
first."
If you want to give me access to Dark, I'll run since Ryan's not here.
Yeah,
What
great.
the fuck is that?
What the fuck is what?
The fuck?
Something tentacly or rooty looking.
Where?
It's rude.
Okay. Roots.
Oh, that. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Jesus. I was like, did I not hide my tokens? All right, I'm gonna get everyone to stop there for a second. Let me just go into Darak's thing. I'm gonna give you control of him.
Welcome.
I think everyone has control of Darak except you at this stage.
I used to, and then Ryan took over.
There we go. There, he's in there now. And as you walk in now, you can see now this large chamber filled with pits or pools of this same brown, yellowish liquid. There's walkways of maybe 5, 10, 7 feet. And welcome in, Drew Kane. Thanks for the lurk. We appreciate you. You can see, though, that this sometimes with the lap of the waves from the Obsidian Expanse behind you, you can see that these pools sometimes overflow into each other with this loud sloshing and washing sounds. This chamber it smells distinctly of salt water and something else, something biological, something alive. And you can see to the northwest there looks to be some sort of exit out of here, and also to the southeast, depending on how far your dark vision goes.
All the way.
All the
60
way.
feet.
Okay.
Because it's new and shiny.
When you walk to Mazellus. Oh, we
Yeah.
do. Yeah, let's get rid of the one in the back.
Dave,
Yeah.
speaking of vision, obviously Ren has that strange ability to like see like faint heat signatures from that thing that the gnome did to his eyes. Did I see anything with that? Anything that would indicate life, kind of maybe.
Well, yeah, you do, because each of these pools is bright red with heat signatures.
The water's boiling, or something,
Well,
or
it's
there's something
not
in the
that.
water.
The water's alive.
Okay, yeah, then Ren will say that then. Just something alive in that water, or the water itself is alive. Stay as far away from it as you can.
Okay. Eryxium. What's your AC?
21.
21.
Unless I
Equal to
see
the
it coming, then it'll
equal to
increase
the
real quick.
amount of viewers we have. You see for a split second something crest the waves
What in the Pokemon Christ is that?
as it slings a slime orb at you. 14 to hit.
He dodges it.
Okay. So let me just double check. That does nothing else. Range weapon attack. There is no saving throw. Sorry, there is no area of effect. And as soon as it does that, you can see now that this thing just disappears below the water. Can I get everyone to roll initiative, please?
Fight, fight, fight.
As we change the music from our solemn vow to our favorite.
The fuck did I roll? A 6? Really?
Don't you have like plus a billion?
I do.
Fucking
I have
jeez.
plus 8. It's still.
Okay, let's pop the turn order out now. So that's it. I always mistake the turn order for the fucking measure tool. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna pop this down here.
You're
As
still
you see
first.
now,
Certain scales.
that thing that surfaced, it launched out this globule of thick brown and yellow ichor, and it sails towards you with this uncanny speed, Eryxium, and you dodge it, but it hits the wall behind you and splashes, and you can hear this sort of acidic and it dunks itself back under the water. Ren, 1 second, then we do descending. Scales, you were up first. 19. What are we doing?
So Scales hears a noise, so he's just gonna run forwards.
Okay.
He won't enter a rage yet. 5,
How's the music, people in chat? Is the music loud enough, or is it too
20,
loud?
25, 30, 35, 40. He'll get to there.
Yep.
And
You see now this large chamber with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these pools of water that just seem to just swell and then retreat. And you can see as the tide goes out, as it were, the water goes down maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 feet, and then it swells back up, and it sort of washes over at these walkways here, suggesting that this is a very dangerous place to be.
So Scales will kind of be like, he'll arrive and he'll have a sickle in one hand and his turtle mace in the other hand, and he just looks around, and his his turn is going to be looking at the two Grimm brothers, going, "What was that noise?"
Okay, Robert, you're up.
Well, Ren did shout that the water was alive like a few seconds ago, so
Okay.
Scales would have heard that. If that have changes anything.
No, it really doesn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Robert, not really seeing anything, will run up to here and ready an action to attack something with his daggers if it comes within range of someone.
You're gonna ready an attack. Okay, cool, good to
Yes.
know. Erixian, what are we doing?
I think Erixium will move slightly away, just to spread the group a bit, because this thing just shoot acid at him, so that's never friendly. And then he will hold his Eldritch Blasts until it reappears, or something aggressive appears.
Okay, no worries. At this point, the creature's going to use a legendary action.
Already?
Yeah,
We just got here.
It's okay. So you can see this creature. It doesn't fully reappear, but you can see that it reappears slightly. There's a hint of it there, which will trigger held actions if you'd like to go now.
Yeah, boy. Just a moment, please. I didn't expect to see it so soon. Silver Dagger of Piercing. Let's go, baby. Just normal, right?
Why is Erixium rolling?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah. So that is a 13. Oh, these are 3 Eldritch Blasts.
No.
13, 20, and 20. Now, let's find out what this creature's AC is. It's 1,000,000, I'm afraid. Its AC is 18.
Where is this thing, Dave? Because I can't see it. All the way over there? Yeah, no, I can't throw my dagger out.
Oh, okay, so if it's out of your pathetic human vision, then unfortunately you cannot see it. You cannot use a reaction right now.
It's not even that it's just outside of my pathetic human vision. It's outside of my puny little arm throwing range. So.
Okay, your noodle arms. Okay, cool. But it's not outside of Erixium's Eldritch Blast. Could be 10% louder, the music. Okay, thank you, Rory Coy. We appreciate it. And thank you for dropping in. So potentially could be one louder. Okay, Erixium, you 13 plus 4 is 17. That is not a hit. 20 plus 4 is 4. 24 is a hit. And 20
Ignore the
plus 4
+4. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, so
just
2 20s
Yes.
is a hit. So that's 13 points of what is it? Force damage.
Force damage.
Okay, as these two Eldritch Blasts streak across this subterranean chamber, now you can pump into it with these resounding and rubbery like thuds. You can see the creature, it sort of rolls over on its back, almost like a basking shark, and then just reappears out of this water now. And now it's going to use its legendary action, and it's going to use all 3 of them for this. It's going to use a slime sphere. Okay, the Aboleth conjures a ball of acidic slime that explodes at a point you can see within 120 feet of it. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must succeed at DC. Don't roll anything yet. DC 16 strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 46 acid damage, which is 22 in this, and is restrained until it escapes the slime. Any creature can use its action to make a DC 16 strength save check to free itself or another creature in the net, ending and this effect on a success. Dealing 10 fire damage to the slime. You don't know that, so I'm going to get an intelligence check. Destroys the target and free. Restrained creature takes 3d6 acid damage. Start of its turns. So, first off, let's do a little measure tool here.
Strength saving throw. That's weird.
1 second. I'm going to go circle. Well, you're restrained in a glob of acid. Sticky acid. So it's going to drop it there, and we're going to go 20-foot radius. So it's going to be everyone there. Ren, Robert, Scales, Mazzello, and Erixium. Can I get strength saving throws, please, for DC 16?
That's my least favorite kind of save.
Yeah.
This is going to be hard. This is not
Erixium,
going to be easy.
Scales, you've made it. Derek made it.
That's actually not Derek. That's Ren. I just rolled as Derek because I was doing the things.
Okay. Not
No,
20.
well, Derek's outside of the
all
box.
right.
Yeah.
I'm only messing with you.
I'm restrained.
Muscles.
Okay,
And
so
ouch.
okay, cool. So anyone on a failed save, you're gonna take 46 acid damage, and you're restrained. On a successful save, you take half as much. So anyone that made it gonna take 11 points of acid damage. You're not restrained. Anyone that failed, you're gonna take 22 points of acid damage. You are restrained, as it just vomits force. This huge glob of acid. It sails through the air. This uncanny speed, and lands almost like a bursting water balloon, but full of this sticky slime. Just lodges out in this 20-foot radius. Anyone who failed is now saved, and it begins to burn. It almost like it creeps down underneath your armor and into your ears. I see Fona going, whoa! What's happening?
Is it acid damage?
It is acid damage.
I have resistance to that.
Well then, if you did you make the save?
I made it.
So that's 22 down to 11, half 11. 11 down to 10. You take 5 points of acid damage.
I would like to uncanny dodge
Okay.
to damage.
You
please.
can. Are you restrained?
Well, I am now.
Yeah, but I'm only joking with you. You can uncanny dodge half of that. Yeah, no problem at all. That is all of its legendary actions, because it has 3 and it used 3 for the slime sphere. It does need to recharge that. So I'll roll that at the end of the turn. Orixium, did you get your go? You did?
Yep.
So up to Ren. Ren, how are you feeling?
Yeah, Ren's pretty okay. He somehow managed to muscle his way out of the slime, which he's quite happy about. He's just standing there like, haha.
I don't think I've
Now-
ever heard you use that verb before for Ren. Muscle
Ren,
his way
no,
out of
not
anything.
really. Ren's gonna go 15 feet up to here.
Yep,
I can't see where it popped out, can I?
you can. It's still there. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to chuck a fireball, honestly, at this thing.
Okay.
I'm not doing that because I saw the thing. That's Ren's go-to opener in a fight anyways, so I'm just gonna chuck one. And hopefully it fucks this thing up. As 3rd level, basic. The DC 18 deck save. 20-foot radius. Hoping the fact that it clips that this thing seems to be all the water down below, it can't really dodge, but sure, look, we'll see.
How does a 0 strike you there, Ren?
Yeah, it seems like it's not dodging anything. So 28 points of
So
fire.
the 0
damage.
means it takes no damage, right?
Nah, that's not how that works.
No.
Double
Okay. All right.
damage,
All right.
right?
All right.
No, we don't. We've specifically agreed not double damage, so we don't get murdered.
Okay. Cool. So it's gonna take how much damage?
28 points of fire damage, hopefully more. As Ren kind of just walks out and he kind of claps both of his hands together, and then points and clicks, and then just.
Do you want to try and include the monster in the screen there, Technomistress, if possible?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Do you even just scooch in? Actually, do you know what? I'll shift it so we can see what it looks like. It's big, it's flappy, it's got several eyes, it's got loads of teeth,
Oh, it's an aboleth.
and it's got flappy fins. What?
It looks like an aboleth.
It's an aboleth
It is
slime
an
lord.
No, that's cool.
There you go. So that's what's going on with that guy. Thanks for the lurk, Drew Kane. As you, that fireball just shrieks across now, explodes. The concussive blast throwing the water, this brown and yellow water flying across. You can see some of the lichen there that has sort of grown across this very, very wet area. Just burned up now. The creature screeches with this like loud noise and this horrible screech. And you can see now just sort of blisters begin to bubble and boil on its skin as any moisture now is superheated on it, and it is it's felt every bit of that. It's not vulnerable to it,
Okay.
but
And Ren will kind of speak out then and be like, "Is that you in our heads, so?"
it
passed the save
does
at the end,
not
no?
answer. But Drew Kane has said if I could concuss my own brown and yellow water, never leave the house.
I mean, throw a
anything
flashbang
else,
in the
Ren?
toilet. Bonus? Yeah, no, I don't have a bonus action really. I'm a
Bonus
wizard.
action. Let's move on to Derek, because all of my legendary actions are now gone. Derek, what are we doing?
Derek is going to move fuck all feet up because he's a dwarf and he's small. 25 feet. I don't think Derek can see that far as a dwarf to see this thing. So he can't do what I wanted to do.
He's got
But
60 foot of dark vision. Let's just see how
Yeah.
far Derek is. Oh, sorry, I'm after moving.
Yeah, it's there. You can see.
Okay, yeah. So you cannot see this creature.
So what Dark is going to do, if you give me one sec here, I changed my plan. I forgot he had such short legs. He doesn't really have any AoE stuff. I can just chuck into the dark. His sheet is just frozen for me, but what he is going to do is he is going to cast. How's everybody looking? It's not like nobody's particularly bad.
You're all long rested. You're all fucking
Okay.
A1, Sharon.
So he's going to cast a Bless for the party. Let me just double check what level, because I don't want to count how many people get. Sorry, I haven't played a cleric in a very long time, and
I'm just laughing at comments here in the chat. So
he's with 3 creatures, and it's plus
Brute
1 per
Cain is on
level.
fire
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cast Bless at 3rd level.
okay, who are you gonna bless? Would you like to bless the Aboleth Slime Lord?
No, he's going to get everybody but himself into Bob.
Okay,
Hooray.
everyone but himself. And should I never roll for Bob? Alex, 16. So well, look, we'll just let him pop in at the start of next round.
Yeah,
He was heading up the rear. That was Bob's job. So we're at Ren. Okay, cool.
And then Bless. So D4s to saving throws, attack rolls, and the likes for everybody.
Okay, cool. So anyone that has a bless, throw a little token or a little. Let's just say blue is for bless. Okay, so stick a blue on you if you got a bless.
What that looks like, just to, I suppose, flavor it for the Raven Queen, is a little raven is now circling everybody's head.
Okay, nice. Is scales included in that?
Everybody.
Because I really feel like that would really distract scales. But anyway, lovely.
Yeah, fair.
It's just.
Oh no, honestly,
just flavor.
That's fair.
Mazzelli, what have we got?
I know you were saying that we may need an intelligence check.
Yep.
Do you have to use the strength check to destroy the slime, or would other things destroy the slime? To free yourself.
Oh, to free yourself. Okay.
Yeah, but-
I mean, you could try. Yeah.
Like, what about if someone was to, say, summon a horde of platinum dragons full plate armor? And cast
Spirit Guardians. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it has AC 12, dealing 10 fire damage destroyed. No, unfortunately, it's only fire damage or strength saving throw. Unfortunately, yeah. Them's the rules of the slime of the Aboleth Slime Lord. You don't know that, so I mean,
Yeah, no, I think Spirit of Guardians is probably what Mazzella would do anyway, so I'll keep that casting.
If he has a
to
good
Bob
aim,
Thornton.
of.
Bob should retire as a suit maker to Bob's tweed.
So we are rolling 3d8 and then keeping that roll.
Yes, we
Going
are.
forward?
Yep. Oh,
11.
that's
That
not
is
great.
disappointing.
And that's Mazzelu conjuring forth the Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Oh, and Dark is concentration.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just let's tweak this and make it a little bit fairer. So it says that dealing 10 fire damage to the slime, AC 12 destroys the slime, frees the target. I'm gonna not gonna double the AC. Let's make the AC 20 for anything other than fire damage. How does that fare? Just to give every other damage type a chance.
Would that
I'm
mean it
okay
would
with
still it's still auto hit by the Guardians though?
What's that?
It'd still be
The
auto
Guardians
hit
are
by
a
the
save,
Guardians.
not a...
Yeah, well, I think we'll roll for that. We'll roll for the Guardians then.
It still has to do 20 points or 10 points of damage. Maybe just double the damage threshold.
Yeah,
a
we'll
good
double
one
the
there,
damage
see?
threshold
Yeah.
then for the area of effect. That's a good one. And True, Kane. Let's tweak this and make it fairer. Creators of capitalism.
They are the BBEG, according to Brennan Kingholigan.
Yes. Give that man an inspiration point. Okay, yeah. So look, so we'll double the AC if it's a targeted non-fire attack, and we'll double the damage threshold if it's an area of effect, which is fair.
Has anyone shouted out that it doesn't like fire, or
You haven't
Nobody knows
realized,
yet.
you haven't figured it out yet.
we haven't
Well,
realized it yet?
Ren
Okay.
has blasted it with fire, and probably people saw it that can't see that far probably saw it for a split second, and then
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, cool. So your Spirit Guardians are going to do, what is it, 11 points of damage?
11 points of radiant damage, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to need another 13 to do
Right,
24 points of damage to it.
And I believe Mazelu, me
He's
right
gonna-
now will take 12 points
He
of
will,
damage.
yeah. As this glob of acidic slime just begins to eat in now, and you can see his once beautiful, it's still beautiful, his beautiful sort of, bone structure of his cheeks down is almost like these pock marks, as if he's aged and gotten a little bit older now, as the slime begins to eat through his face.
The goggles,
Mazelu
they
is
do
sort of-
nothing.
My eyes are burning.
It's too much exfoliation, lads.
And hey, don't knock exfoliation. And so you can see Mazelu, he grits his teeth. Mazelu, this sort of bastion of stoicism, just doesn't cry out, but you can see he accepts the pain. Is that it for Mazelu?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay, is that a concentration spell?
It is, but it would have been cast after he took the damage.
That's fair. So we're going to go to the Abelet Slime Lord then. When it comes to exfoliating, I have no skin in the game.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
Who said that? Was that Paddy?
No, it's true, Kane.
Oh, no,
What else you
both of them
fucking
are-
think?
Bro, will you at least wait 2 more minutes till we hit 9 o'clock in the watershed, please?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So this creature now is going to draw. Let me just check it. But you know what? First, let's roll a d6. Can I get a d6, please, Joe? If you roll a 6, its legendary action is back to Slime Sphere.
I did not roll a 6, I rolled a 4.
Okay, great.
Hurrah.
Okay, cool. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to just move up. It's actually going to use its movement to swim.
Thanks, Kate. And we just hit the watershed, so Drew can go wild.
Don't say that. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, actually, no, don't go wild.
So you see this creature now. It is going to swim underneath the water, and then I'm going to move it somewhere else.
There's something in the water.
Okay, that's all it's going to do. It is now Scales' turn. Scales, what are you doing?
So Scales saw where the fireball went, even
Mhm.
though he doesn't know it's there. So he is going to rage. He'll enter a rage,
Où est la rage?
and he will then instinctively pounce 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's also then just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's keeping an eye out as he runs for like whatever's chucking stuff at
Yep.
him.
No worries. And is there anything else you'd like to do, Scales?
30, 35, 40. And when he gets there, he sees nothing. So he's just like,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else for Scales?
No, that's it for Scale. Well,
To
obviously his ancestral protectors have arrived. Hopefully wearing...
So again, they are all solemnly hooded, whereas your ancestral protectors used to show up in various comical situations, assembling flat packs, furniture, bungee jumping off things you can't see, whatever else. So now you kind of they appear all very, very solemn with the hoods up, and they draw their weapons and they look at you sadly. But they surround you now, looking for any kind of possible threat. Bob is going to move in, so he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to go, right, where is he then? Point me towards the fucking slag of a thing. Where is he?
Somewhere.
Free action to tell him.
We can't see it. I can't see it from here.
It's under the water. Under the water? What? Right, well, that's me fucked in it because I'm wearing full plate. Don't push me in. Right. No, I actually wearing chainmail with my shield. But yeah, so, fuck. Who needs healing then? I can touch your face
Mazzello and Robert look.
and heal you with the
rough.
power of Blarotosh. And he moves up. He sees Mazzello, so he's going to drop some lay on hands on Mazzello. How much lay on hands does he have? He has 55, so he's going to give you 40 points of lay on hands. That will leave him back to 15. Mazzello, you get 40 points. You're back up to 90 hit points. From
I feel
You were
kind
fi-
of targeted because first Dave targets us with a strength saving throw, which I don't have evasion in, and now he's healing Mazzello. Like, does he hate me? Okay.
I feel like you're at
Hey,
48.
sorry,
You're at 48 from 59, and Mazzello was at like 50 from 92.
Sorry, targets you with the strength save. I'm the wizard here. I just got lucky.
Dave,
yeah.
sorry, for Scales' action, I forgot to say, can he have readied breath weapon to use on a reaction?
You can certainly hold your reaction. Yes, you can hold your action to be triggered on a reaction.
Yeah.
To do that. And I think what's going to happen is, do I have it? I do have Misty Step. To Bob is going to cast Misty Step, so he's going to lose a little boil here. Why is it not going down? He's going to go down to 2 spell slots from 3 as he casts Misty Step, and he's going to boop over to Scales.
I feel like Steven just grimaced somewhere because he wasted a smite slot.
Yeah. He pops over to near Scales and goes, "Don't worry, Sonny, I got you." That is it for Bob. Robert, you're up.
Robert,
are you currently restrained?
Yes.
So start of your turn, you're going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make. Oh well, you can try and make a successful strength save.
Minus 12.
DC 16 strength save.
Yeah, DC 16, no problem. I'm blessed, right? So.
Are you within Rixium's?
No, I have bless on me.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
But his slime will also be in the Spirit of Guardians and take the
natural 20s.
That is fair. Yeah. Well, doesn't it take it at the start of Mazellu's turn though?
Creature's turn, maybe? Because it's the
start of the creature's turn. We just roll on the turn of an established. Well, yeah.
So hold on. So it's Robert's turn right now.
But I don't know if the slime holding him because you've generated an AC and the hit points. That
I know it would be on the same turn as the Aboleth, so then it would have taken the damage then.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it also took damage.
Cool. So I'm happy to say that you kind of worm your way out of this slime prison, and it at the same time it does take damage from the Spirit Guardians, and it is now gone. Robert, that was, I think it was your action to worm your way out of that. Make the save.
Okay.
So is there any bonus action you'd like to do?
Yes, I'd like to first move to be what's here. Close to someone who can heal me when I need it, and then I will also bonus action dash to get right up to here. Actually, yeah, I'll get right up to here. I won't use my bonus action. Actually, never mind. I will use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay, cool. So the Aboleth is going to use its legendary actions. It resurfaces.
Whereabouts does it resurface?
Oh, you're about to see my man as it resurfaces over here, down below here. Zips off skibbity bop. I'm going to give you a little shift ping, and it's looking straight at Ren and Mazellu, and it's going to use its psychic drain.
Intelligence save.
Oh no, I can't do that. Okay.
If I could psych my own drain, I'd never leave the house.
It's just gonna throw slime orb at you, Ren.
Does it have the slime orb thing, or did it lose its?
No, this is not. That's a different thing. It's the slime sphere.
No.
I mean, how dare you not know the difference, Ren? Right? Jesus Christ.
I know Urban Sphere. Sorry, I'm a wizard. I actually specifically should know the difference.
Here we go. It's slime orb. What's your AC?
It is 17 currently.
Okay, so I got a nat 20 for a 31.
Yeah.
And we're looking at 20 points of acid damage. I need a DC 16 strength saving throw, or be restrained until the end of your next turn. As this thing just flops up out. Oh, look at that 20s all over the shop here. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's this newfound, like, slightly heightened ability from being an elf. You hear it coming, and he's just like, ooh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it shoots up. You are going to make the saving throw. You're not going to be restrained until the Aboleth's next turn, but you are going to take 10 points of acid damage.
10 points? Do I not take the full damage because the strive is just for the...
Sorry, hold on one second. What's 16? Yes, you are going to take the full damage. Thank you for being honest. Let's double that to 40 for being so honest.
Oh, no, so Dave, roll a D100.
What's that?
Roll a D100.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Would
you roll a D100 for me then, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I will. I'm used to asking other people as a DM because I use it too.
That's okay.
That's
Oh,
12.
it's killing me today.
Please don't kill me. No, it's 13. It should be fine.
13 for a critical hit table on a... I'm going to weapon attack.
Ranged weapon attack?
Yeah. I'm scrolling down, my friend. Give me a second. Just weapon attack. So we're going to go 13. Do you know how to press the advantage? You get an advantage in all the attacks against your target until your next turn. That's cool, because it does have... That was only one... it's only one legendary action, and it disappears back into the water.
Fuck off.
Question, Dave.
So
As
that's a part of
advances
its
back
legendary action, it
into
can
the
pop up.
water, do I notice any shifting of that heat signature? Does it look more focused in certain parts?
I would invite you to make me a perception check, DC 20.
Okay, yep.
DC for this will go down the longer you sort of focus on that, and if you want to... If you want to burn an action to do that, then it may hit your passive and you may have a little bit of a...
I'll burn something else. And the perception, okay. Well, I probably won't get it at a 20 now. 6.
6, 14, no.
Being able to hear better won't infect any of that with the fancy ear?
Nah. Moving on to Erixium. What are we doing?
What will he do? What will he do? What will he do? What will he do?
We're going to take our break at the end of this combat round, just so everyone knows.
Erixium. Fucking acid everywhere. We'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to there, and he will hold his longsword in hand. And if the creature appears, he will attempt to.
Okay, cool. Moving on to Ren. What are we doing?
Ren is going to. Not being able to see this thing, he's not going to kind of waste his time trying to hit it. He doesn't know if his fire will carry down through the water or if the water is actually part of its form or not. So he is going to reach out and press his palm to the ground, and that familiar golden sort of transmutation circle opens up, and then another one opens up beneath Erixium, and I'm going to cast haste.
On Erixium?
Yep.
Okay, Erixium, you again feel this arcane cocaine begin to just surge through your body as Ren casts haste on you. Is that it for you, Ren?
I'm going to move 5, 10 to here. Just get out of the doorway.
Okay,
so I'm not blocking the dark.
cool. The Abelet Slime Lord is going to resurface, and it's going to make an attack against Erixium. But you said you held a melee attack, is that correct?
Yes, he held the sword ready to strike.
Okay, what's your reach?
5 feet.
Yeah, you're not in range.
Where does it surface?
Here. Now,
okay.
did you honestly mean to be here? Or
I was just standing in the area. I wasn't sure where he'd pounce up.
oh, okay,
But
cool.
I would make the defense. If his reach is 10 feet and he is reaching to attack me, I can fucking counter on his son of a bitch hand.
So he hasn't reached for you yet. So you've seen him pop up. That's fair. So you do have Sentinel, do you?
No.
No. Okay. So there's going to be no reactions here. You're going to use your reaction. He has popped up. What did you say triggered your reaction?
When he pops up, he was getting slashed.
Okay, so he pops up. You take a slash. He's not within range, unfortunately. And that's how it's going to go. Sorry, but it's just
that's the game.
Yeah, it sure is. But he's gonna pop up now and take a slash against you. This is a game changer of a fucking melee attack, and
bring it on.
Plus 2 to AC.
16. Miss. Okay, I'm not gonna click what I could have done. It's fucking horrible, and it's a potential fucking game ender. So it's gonna so at the end of its legendary action, it does go back to the GM layer, which is it does pop down.
I'm back, you yellow-bellied bastards.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. We're back to Derek. Derek, what are we doing?
Derek's gonna maintain his focus on the bless. He's gonna go 5, 10.
Just to stop you there, Derek. Sorry, I should have explained this. It's almost like it grows this tentacle. It plopped up, and you can see it emanates. If you've ever seen like a worm, an earthworm, when it's sort of curled up and then it just begins to expand, Earthworm Jim, exactly. And it just almost grows out of it. Takes a swing at your Rixium. And there is a sense of there's just something wrong about this, and your guard is heightened, as you know this was not going to be just like standard damage. It's going to be something else. Actually, you're probably the worst person that I could have attacked for this. Anyway, Derek, what are we doing?
Yeah, Dark's gonna go 5, 10, 15, get to here. Realize that Ren and Robert got hit pretty hard there, and he's going to do. Is it? The mass healing word, I think, would be the shout there. He's going to do a mass healing word, and he kind of just goes. He says something along the lines of the Raven Queen isn't calling for you just yet. That's his bonus action, and okay, is anyone else within range of that 60 feet? Arixium is. Yeah, Mzelu. I don't know if Mzelu's on full health. And the Bob looks fine. Scales will get it as well. Everyone there will get it. So it'll be a D4 plus a spellcasting ability modifier. So that's secure. D4 plus wisdom. Yeah, so D4 plus 5 hit points back.
Okay, cool.
If I just rolls.
Roll the dice, my friend. That's a 2. 7. Okay, 7 hit points. Who gets those 7 hit points back?
Everybody that has taken damage so far, because they're all within range.
Within range. So what's the range? 60 feet. So do you want to do a little...
Oh yeah, 60 feet. Well, I did it with the line, but yeah.
Yeah, Scales is 55 feet away.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So boom, boom, boom,
the Aboleth Slime Lord is going to use its legendary action.
It wasn't finished.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah, as his action, because that's a bonus action, he is going to... he's going to kind of chuck it down where he last saw it, hoping... Like, it's back down in the water, but hoping maybe that it'll still do something. He's just going to cast a Sacred Flame down there and hope that it catches anything.
Okay, so you have to roll to hit with Sacred Flame? No, you don't. It's a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, unfortunately, it is not there.
Just kind of, he's just kind of chucking it at the water.
Yeah, no, a Hail Mary, I get it. Yeah. Or a Hail Mary.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, no worries. The Aboleth Slime Lord is going to use its legendary action to move. And then we're on to Mzelu.
So at the start of Mzelu's turn, he will take 12 points of damage, and that if Spirit Guardians is maintained, he
should destroy that.
Yeah, he makes his con save.
Yes, completely destroyed. Then yeah. So that's not an action to destroy that. So you do manage to your Spirit Guardians should just flit through it now and just shred it to bits. Mzelu, now you have your action and your movement. What would you like to do?
Mzelu will go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to about there. And then he will hold a spell for if it reappears.
Okay, cool. The Aboleth Slime Lord now is going to use its action now. So you can see now the water bubbles beside to Bob and Scales as this thing emerges here and takes a swing at Scales. Scales, here we go.
Do I get to use my reaction first?
What triggered your reaction and what is your reaction?
My reaction was my breath weapon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it was basically just it was waiting for a target to appear and then immediately just breathes acid flame at it.
Okay, cool. So describe to me what this looks like.
So Scales he's very primed, and he sees the ripples and the thing emerge, and he just kind of goes and then breathes out this line of kind of coppery, greeny, acidy.
Okay, yeah, and it shoots across and just sort of splashes over the head of this Aboleth Slime Lord, and you can see now the acid does nothing. You're just immune to acid damage.
Oh,
fortunately.
You need to do a con save, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's going to take a tentacle attack against you, Scales.
His appearance will trigger Mzelu's health spell. Is that
okay? Which is what?
Guiding bolt.
Oh, let's do the guiding bolt first, because its appearance is the trigger. You're gonna use your reaction.
There should be a new sheet. Who this? It should be rolling. There we go.
So 14 and 14, that is a
Ooh,
miss.
he has a bless.
Yeah,
You,
D4.
okay, that'll be your D4. Add to that. That's
Nice.
Oh my god! That is a hit for 14 points of damage.
And it is now highlighted for advantage on the next attack.
Okay, excellent. So, yeah, so Mazzelli, you're looking around and you almost in the peripheral of your vision, you see this thing, you turn around and unleash this guiding bolt. It streaks across this subterranean cavern now, lighting the place up in this silvery energy, and it hits the creature and screeches and thrashes in the water. Not before it swings a limb around, cracking scales on the side of the head with a previous 29 to hit.
Which
and
hits.
I'm going to roll the damage, and this is a nasty one. So you're going to take 13 bludgeoning and 7 acid, so 16 points of damage, including your resistances. Don't roll it yet. So it's 13. Are you raging?
I'm raging, so
that's
the
12, 6,
bludgeoning is
and-
halved.
That's 9 points of damage.
9
So,
points.
if the target is a creature, it must don't roll it yet. It must succeed in a DC 16 con saving throw or become diseased. The disease has no effect for a minute and can be removed by any magic that cures disease. After 1 minute, the diseased creature's skin becomes translucent and slimy. The creature can't regain hit points unless it is underwater, and the disease can be removed only by a heal or another disease curing spell of 6th level or higher. When the creature is outside a body of water, it takes 1d12 acid damage every 10 minutes unless moisture is applied to the skin before 10 minutes have passed. So, a 6th level spell or higher is not going to... The Lay on Hands will not do that, I'm afraid.
Well, if you get it within a minute, it will.
But we don't know. It's
touche.
Season, no. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you don't know within the minute. Okay, so I need to do a DC
16 con saving throw, please.
con save
You
throw.
heal scales.
Okay, come on.
It's an
18.
18. Okay, so you're okay. But unfortunately, it does have a
I
multi-attack,
do
so it
take
makes...
9 damage though, don't I?
You also
you
put
do.
you also add a D4 into the con save, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, so we're going to take... So here we go. We're going to do multi-attacks. The amulet makes 3 tentacle attacks. Alternatively, you can use 2 slime orb attacks. It's going to go twice more against you. Boop, boop. That is a nat 20
Hits.
and a 26. So that's either nat 20.
Both hit?
Yeah, hold on. Are you
I'm
within...
not 100% on Dark's.
He does have a
ability
he does have a
range,
thing.
but
Actually,
can
I
he
think
cancel
it's-
it? Is he in range?
I'm checking the range of it now.
I think it's 6. I think it's 30 feet.
Is it?
What channel divinity is that? Is it?
It's not Channel Divinity. It's
Sentinel at that door, is it?
Sentinel
30
at that
feet.
door, yeah.
You or a creature you can see within 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
sorry.
had to ask.
Yeah,
no,
no,
I
you're
was-
dead
I was
right.
look-
You're
I was
dead
looking
right.
it up
Okay,
as I said it.
here we go. So it lashes out again with a tentacle. Now you're going to take... Okay, so 15 down to 14. So 10, 20, 28, 35, 34, 17 points of damage because of your
17.
yep, including your resistances. And I need another DC 16 con saving throw or become diseased.
With the D4 on it.
Okay, so 17 plus
Okay.
the D4.
Yeah, that's fine. You made it. Second attack with the tentacle. Sorry, third attack with the tentacle. We're going 20 down to 10 points of damage. Again, these tentacles flying across, and they almost catch you and stick onto you. There's no sort of there's no suckers like you would see on an octopus's tentacle, but they do sort of linger and they do sort of stick to you with this sort of very,
have to?
very, very like adhesive, like film. And they as they slide off you, they seem to take a layer of skin with them. So it's even though you're resistant to acid damage, it is incredibly painful. So I need another DC 16 con save, please. 16 on the button. Okay, and I think with that, it's going to use the rest of its. It's going to use its movement to.
Would the tentacles removing themselves from my space trigger a sentinel reaction?
They would not.
You already
Oh,
used your
well.
reaction anyways for the
Yeah,
breath.
that's
yeah,
true.
5,
That's true.
10. Where's it going? Do you know what? I'll figure out its movement again. But I'll tell you what. Thank you for sticking with us. We're going to take a break. We will see you guys very soon. And yeah, we love you all.
Hidden Folk of the Feywild is a bestiary for 5e, containing nearly 70 creatures from European folklore, but written within the context of creatures from the Feywild. However, still with the powers and descriptions of their original stories, but with stats to be used in the most popular TTRPG in the world. This book helps you bring the stories of old to your table, and bring folklore to life in your world of heroes. Kickstarter going live 2nd of April.
Shit, are we back? Is this thing on? Welcome back to part 2 of episode 72 of the Sopherone Saga. This one is called Mind Mining, or Mind Your Mind, depending on how you're looking at things. Welcome back. Thanks for coming in, Dino. Great to see you in there, my friend. And Granso, Laura only over to sleep. 2 beers open and making characters. Jobs are good and high. Well, great to have you in, Dino. As that, I think the Ablett Slime Lord took its turn. It has used its movement. We're back to the top of the turn order. Our dog has gone mental downstairs. Okay. Oh, and you just got a boon, Erixium, from Dino Bags. Dino, you know you can give them to the DM as well.
Dean, don't
Scales, what are we doing?
I'm trying to think what Scales would
You're
do.
blessed.
I'm blessed. Scales has only seen the creature surface once and has not yet cogged on to the fact that it moves around. All I can think he'd do is he'd probably just smash something down into the water, thinking that it's just down under the water. So,
Okay.
Probably his longest weapon is. Let's go with his battle axe. He'll swing his battle axe into the water, basically down on the water.
Okay, you swing it down with this mighty, mighty crash, and you can see it. It slices through the water. This brown and yellow water just flying everywhere, splashing up against you. It is quite acidic, but because you're resistant to acid, we're going to say it doesn't do any real harm to you. Some of the stones chip away, but your attack has come to naught. Scales. Anything else?
No, I think then Scales will just sort of be looking around, going, "What's going on?"
Okay, and just a reminder: you guys can use in-action perception checks. To maybe try and
Is the
suss
fact
out
that
where
it's
to try and suss out where it is, and it is a free action to call out and tell your party members where it is. So
I think
that might be a tactic going forward. Welcome
Yes.
in, Vancouver by night. Great to see you.
Hello.
My question was the fact that it's been guiding bolted and no one's hit it. Is it still glowing under there? Would we
No,
not
it's
see that?
not glowing. If it resurfaces within the same round, it will be. Like Steven said before we took the break, you would probably need something like a fairy fire.
Oh, okay, fair. I don't have that.
So yeah,
Fair.
after Scales
Fair.
hits the water and he's
Refire.
confused, he'll just shout out, "It's gone."
Okay, moving on to Bob, but before that happens, the Ablett Slime Lord is going to use one of its legendary reactions. It is going to resurface, and this is the thing about legendary reactions, you sort of kind of get to know where it is. It's going to resurface up here, which is in the top right pool. As we shift ping, sorry, Kate, and it is going to. Let's see what it's going to do. What is it going to do? What is the Ablett Slime Lord going to do? It's going to use its... it's going to... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to use its Enslave. The Ablett targets one creature can see within 30 feet of it, which is Scales. The target must succeed in a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, be magically charmed by the Aboleth until the Aboleth dies or until it is on a different plane of existence from the target. The charmed target is under the Aboleth's control, can't take reactions, and the Aboleth and the target can communicate telepathically with each other over any distance. When the charmed target takes damage, the target can repeat the saving throw. On its success, the effect ends. No more than once every 24 hours, the target can also repeat the saving throw when it is at least 1 mile away from the Aboleth. So this is going to be a long game shit here. Thank you for the following. For the follow. Whispering Goblin. Scales, can I get a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw? As you see this thing pop up, you lock eyes with it. Fuck off, Scales! Oh my god!
Ah, yes! Go
You
Scales!
lock eyes with it.
The Scales mind
And
isn't big enough to control.
Scales, you see this thing surface, the brown and yellow water just rolling over it. Nat 20, motherfucker. Oh, the brown and yellow water just sloshing off it. You can see how it opens its eyes and then opens a second pair of eyes and a third pair of eyes, and they lock with you. But right at that time, you see a weird brown and yellow butterfly flying by, and you're like, ooh. And you are completely distracted by this thing. Hey, breakfast, great to see you in, friend. And we're currently fighting an Aboleth Slime Lord.
Or,
I'm
as I like
really
call it,
bummed out
slimy
that did not
water
work.
whack-a-mole.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe that didn't
I
work,
can't believe
Scales.
wisdom and intelligence for Scales are like obviously
They're
he's gonna
dog
fail them,
shite is
so
what they
it's
are.
like holy cow.
That's all I can do, and it's up now because that legendary action does not allow it to redive. So, okay, next up is to Bob. To Bob says, "What? There you are, you fucking slag!" And he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's teetering on the edge as he looks at it here and he is going to... What's he going to do? There's not a lot he can do. See what spells he has ready. He is going to... Curse on Truth. Misty Step. He's going to try and bane it, actually. I was born in the darkness. So... He's going to 30 feet. Is it within 30 feet? He is. He's going to try and cast Bane on. So this creature needs to make a charisma saving throw. As the bladed Blarutarch goes up and he goes, oh, Blarutarch curses you! And the Abbot Slime Lord is going to use... It does have... Tell me it has legendary resistances. Yes, of course it does. Here we go. Wisdom's charisma saving throw. Oh shit. +4. That's an 11. He is currently baned. But Bob is concentrating on that. So I'm going to give him a red thing. He's currently baned. As Bob's spell is successful. Moving on, Robert. But not before the Aboleth Slime Lord is going to use a second legendary action. To do...
Come to butthead.
God damn, I can't do that. What's the tail swipe? Reach 10 feet. 5, 10. I can't do that. So I think he's just going to do a slime or boop as he attacks. Lads, for fucking Jesus' sake. Now he is immune to his own damage because it is acid. But would somebody like to roll me a D100, please? And we'll see if anything comical happens to the Aboleth Slime Lord. It beaches itself. Beaches get stitches. 81. Shit, fuck bollocks. Okay, 81.
Your swim bladder bursts and you can no longer go under the water.
Oh no.
Weapon attack. I feel like that is a weapon attack. Or is it a spell attack?
Ranged or spell, I would have said.
So do you want to go ranged weapon attack or ranged spell attack?
Ranged
there is no differentiation here. So are we going spell or weapon? What would you like? Weapon. Okay, good choice. Missing what you thought was a critical blow causes you to panic. End your current turn and you are surprised until the end of your next turn. I fucking hate that one.
We get a free round to hit it. Nice.
So it is surprise. Somebody look up surprise condition. Because I always forget what it is. Alright, cool. So that's all I can do. Robert.
You can't take reactions. And you can't act on your turn.
Can't act in your turn. Okay, excellent. Advantage. Says Brett. Okay, cool. Moving on. That is all I can do. Robert, what are you doing? You can see it pops up. It tries to just make this attack into Bob. And something happens. It goes into standby mode or something. It's weird. But
this splashes acid and
you need to press his advantage right now, Robert.
I will teeter on the edge over there. I'm on the edge. Sorry.
Of glory.
And because he is surprised, I don't have to take aim.
I know.
So I'll just chuck the silver dagger returning at him.
End over end, it flies across this dark subterranean chamber now with this blackened and brown and yellow liquid just washing up from the swell of the sea. And do you hit?
I think so.
That's a 25. So you have advantage. That is a hit to 27 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, what does it look like when you do 27 points of damage to this creature?
Yeah, I think he's like...
I'll shift Z in this again. It's wet and rubbery. And it almost looks like you could burst it.
He has 3 eyes. Would it be okay if I go for one of them?
Oh, I like the sound of that. Yeah.
Hmm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, and I just nail him right in his first eye. Sorry, no, in the third eye.
Sorry.
The
Okay,
third
cool.
eye, that's his psychic powers, though.
It end over end. It sails into the bottom right eye, and you again hear this like screech as the creature recoils. One of these fins reaches up to sort of bat the eye out, but it's gone. It's at the silver dagger. It's gone. It's returned. As the silver dagger returning does, lands back in your hand. What are we doing now, Robert?
I still have a bonus action. You know what? Just because I don't do this often, I will bonus action to. Oh wait, I can't do that yet. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Okay, no worries. Moving on. It's going to take. Do you know what? So
We established in the Sopherone trilogy.
we did, yeah,
legendary
exactly.
actions.
So if you just give me a second, I was about to say it's the exact same thing. So I think it's fair that if it's surprise and like what happened in the Sopherone trilogy, that it can't use legendary actions. Because I feel like they're almost like reactions, but not. So that's how we're gonna do this here.
Actually,
So
I have another
that-
thing.
yeah.
I forgot there is something else I can do.
Oh, excellent. Let's see it.
I will action surge and throw him with
Hey,
2 more
shit.
daggers.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Action surge coming at you.
It's nothing crazy. I can't sneak attack again because
No.
It's my
20 will
turn.
hit though. For 5
Uh,
psychic.
yeah, 5 psychic.
See
I
how
want
it
to see how
feels
he
about
acts with
psychic damage.
psychic.
Let's see how it feels about psychic damage. Immunities, acid. There's no other resistances, lad. So it's going to take that. It's going to take 5. It's still in triple digits, but we're getting there.
Is it both
Doing an
daggers?
action surge for 5 damage feels dirty, but yeah, that's where we are.
So did you take 2 attacks with that action surge? So when
No,
you did the action surge, you can only do 1 attack, right?
No, I can't do.
Oh, sorry, 2.
The
Okay,
thing
sorry.
is,
Excellent. So that's another. So that's 10 psychic. It's still in triple digits.
Yeah, the gloves give me 2.
Yeah,
2
that's
darts.
fine. Excellent. Moving on to Arixium. Arixium, what have we got? You are on the absolute wrong side of this battle map.
He's
Well,
fast
that's
as
what you
fuck.
think, Dave. But
What's that?
that's what you think. But much like his grandfather, Motley Crue starts playing in the background. He might not have some arcane cocaine, but he's got some haste. So, hasted action, Arixium takes off like a Speedy Gonzalez. Goes
Fuck.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Hasted action dash. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120.
Can you-
120 right there.
Can you alt Q that thing? You know, do that with the measure tool. Just so the folks, not that I'm doubting you. Just so if you go like measure
do you
tool line, and you go and then you go like that, and then you go Q, and you go Q, and you go Q, just so people can see for the crack what route he takes. You see that it changes every time. There you go. So we can all see it.
They've all gone the wrong fucking way because it's 140. He's gone the long way.
Yes, love it. It's just a bit of crack. I love that effect on Roll20.
So you need to go the short way, which is between the 2 pools, not around the way. That's an
Yeah.
extra 20 feet.
As you land there, Arixium, like you're just. It's a slippery motherfucker in more ways than one, and now you've just, with that arcane cocaine, everything slows down, and you just throw everything you have, and you fly around these pools. The water is sort of sloshing out, and just kind of waving over these paths, almost threatening to drag you in. But you are too quick for that, as you now land on the other side of this creature. What are we doing?
And when as
You
he
have an
slides into
advantage.
home base, the longsword comes out and he's going to swing. With a blessed swing, 19
19 is a hit.
for 11 points of slashing damage. And then he'll
Yep.
swing the sword around and attempt to cut its belly out again. 21 for an additional 8, so 19 total.
An additional 8, you say? Yeah, as you slide in there, swing the blade down, almost like to sort of, it's ahead of you as you slide in. You bring it down, you just overhead, just slab it back in, piercing this thing's second eye now, screeches again, thrashes, almost taking your blade with it as it attempts to just sort of, disappear back into the depths of this brown and yellow liquid. Anything else, Erexium?
That is it.
Okay, Ren.
So, Ren, seeing that his haste effect on Erexium is paying off, he's going to move 15 feet up to here, get a better line of sight, and I'm going to chuck something at it. Not a fireball, because that might murder friends, and Ren is not about that life, unlike another wizard I have played.
Yeah.
And he is going to flick out that diamond out of his pocket that he kind of just uses for his chromatic orbs, spin it around, catch it between both hands where the flame transmutation symbol that he's repeatedly burnt into the back of his hand from casting immolation kind of flares to life, and I'm going to chuck a second level chromatic orb at this thing
Okay, roll
for
to hit.
fire damage, and hopefully it'll hit.
The
12
miss.
plus a d4. Its AC is 18, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not going to hit it unless you want to.
Okay, I'm going to use my
inspiration.
boon
Okay.
and my bless.
Boon and a bless. Okay, sorry. Who's casting bless?
Derek has bless on us.
Okay, so he is still concentrating. on
There's
it. That's fine.
there's a range limit on bless, by the way.
But yeah,
Once it's
not-
activated, it's active.
It's
Oh.
it's just when you cast it.
8 plus 8 is 20.
You're
Okay,
thinking
so it's
Pathfinder
not
rules,
like-
bud.
That is a hit.
Ah,
Yeah, so that'll be 14 points of fire damage as Ren just smashes it in the face with like a flaming
Not
fist.
vulnerable to fire damage, but it's going to take that. Again,
No, but
this,
it screeched the last time, so Ren
it did
doesn't know it's
screech,
not
yeah,
vulnerable.
and it screeches in pain again, and you can see again these boils and pustules begin to just sort of burst and pop as the skin reacts to the fire damage now, and it screeches and thrashes around. It's not in a good way, but it's still going. Ren, is that for Ren?
No, it's not it for Ren. Ren is going to
Oh,
shout
no.
out to Scales and be like, Scales, get over there.
Get over there!
Just because, Scales can sentinel him, so.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Derek.
Derek is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Dwarves are made for
here.
cross country.
Yeah, dwarves are made for long endurance, not thing.
Ren is
So-
heating up the acid baths. It's
Oh,
breakfast.
actually, just to say, Erexium, or one of them would have had advantage on one of those from the thing, but I think that's passed.
Robert's
now, so-
initial
They're
one.
they had advantage
attack.
anyway.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Fair.
we all
Derek
have
is gonna
advantage. He's surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, we do? Oh, well, I would have had advantage on that chromatic orb, but, Can I fish for the crit now, Dave?
Sure.
I forgot about the surprise advantage. I'll just fish.
Just don't roll 20.
I mean, I hope I roll a 20, Dave. Chromatic orb at second. And top up my spell slot again. 25, it's the better roll, so would it do the better damage?
No, we always take the initial damage here.
Fair, yeah. Oh well, close enough. And then what Derek is going to do is he is going to. What would this thing not like? Wouldn't like a flame strike. So I'm going to drop a Shadar special on its head.
Hold on. He uses 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, 60
What's
feet.
the range of that? 65, 10. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and the flame strike. That's is that a targeted or is that a AOE again?
It's
Dex,
AOE.
AOE. Let's see how many feet is it. I don't want to hit anybody else.
15 radius.
Just click the-
10
click
10
the
foot radius,
spell
40
description.
foot high.
10 foot radius. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
so
you.
he's gonna center it kind of here so it doesn't hit anyone else,
Okay, cool.
and then
You
just
see like a lot of tiny fish just as the water boils, just float up to the top of the water.
and I don't think Johnny has cast that, or at least to my knowledge. But what I'd imagine it doing is it's a bunch of flaming like black and white ravens just torrenting down. Like the radiant damage is the white ones, and black flames for the fire, just smashing
Oh.
it to pieces.
Okay. So it is a DC 17 dexterity
Dex
saving
save.
throw. So here it's got -1 on this, lads. So all I need is an 18. Okay, I've got a boon. Here we go. Zip zap skibbity bap. 20. 15. I could do it. I need
You are really-
3 on my boon.
And you're baned.
I forgot that it's Bane. So here's a D4 for the Bane.
But you have the money, believe you have the power.
You need a 4, Dave.
Still doable.
I'm gonna
Do
hold
it.
on to that and take the damage.
Do it.
Rub it in, Dave. Says breakfast. Breakfast, are you telling me to roll that D4
Chicken.
for the boon? Okay, fuck it, I'll do it. I need a 4. Breakfast said so. Oh,
Unlucky, mate.
God damn it. So, Bane is successful. Do you feel in charge? And
it
yeah,
feel
so
in
it's gonna take all of that. It does not fit in charge. I rub the aloe. Ah, god damn it. It rubs the aloe on its skin, breakfast, is it? Okay. Or it gets the hose again.
23 points of damage there for you, Dave.
23. Fuck me. Okay, cool. So minus
Not a
23.
great flame strike, but you know.
Zip
it'll
zap
do.
skibbity bop. It's hurt and it's looking hurt and it's sad. Is that it for Derek?
He'll kind of he'll kind of turn around and be like, "Oh, fire is fun."
Mizelu.
Oh yeah, I'm
yeah.
I'm playing him too.
We miss you, Ryan. By the way, hope you get your PC woes sorted.
Woo, Ryan. Check him out on Twitch. He plays some funny shit.
Indeed.
So Mizelu
Saw a great clip
will
earlier.
go. Oh, come on, mouse, behave.
Oh.
My mouse has decided to act the mic. So Mizelu will start going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Where is he? Oh, he's
30.
down there. Oh god, I love him.
He's very far away. Ren is looking slightly singed, but nothing
He's exfoliated. He's fine.
ordinary. 60, is that 60 feet? Apologies, should have been doing this. Yeah, 60 feet. He will Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Do you need a dexterity saving throw? Oh, lads. I feel like you found an advantage and you're capitalizing on it. I've got an 17. How's that?
Meets a beats. Actually, just one.
No,
more.
17 is
Bane.
a success.
He needs to do the Bane.
Oh, and the Bane.
Burn!
We'll
Who
go
cast the
back to
Bane again?
darkness.
To Bob.
It's a Bob.
I don't have to fuck to Bob up.
You-
Okay, here we go.
Dave,
Here's
you
the
cast
default.
a
Why
Bane.
did I cast a Bane on myself? That's a 1! 16 means it beats it!
Meets it.
Hold on. Can everyone
Meets
see
it
the
beats
bottom
by
of my cam frame? Fuck that to you! Yeah, so he makes it. Bane of the Boss says breakfast.
It does look like a big fish.
Mouse too. Indeed. Okay, cool. So that's it from Mozilla. Oh, anything. Whoa. What's happening now?
He is surprised. Is there any like disadvantage to save on a surprise?
No.
Nope.
No, I had.
You
I
have to
didn't
ask.
know
I
the
know.
condition. I
I'm
had to
terrible
ask.
with It's only been out since 2014, Stephen, and I still don't know the conditions. All I know,
I've been out since 1990, and I still don't know all my conditions. It's okay.
I just tell stories and rely on everyone else to fucking remind me about the rules. So it's great, which I'm okay with. Mazzella, that's it. Abalat Slime Lord is surprised so he misses his turn, but his legendary actions are back. So fuck the lot of you. I'm gonna absolutely murderize you cunts now. So here we go. Scales, what are you doing?
Scales is going to follow the shouted advice and go closer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Sounds like an old woman. I love it. 35.
And
40.
then from
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ah, yes. Okay, excellent. He is going to chuck a dagger and then chuck another dagger at this thing.
Dagger.
Dagger.
Mushroom.
So
AC's
the
18.
first
25
one
plus
is
2.
26 plus 2, so
He's not-
28.
No, he's no longer
Oh, he's not
surprised.
surprised.
So
So
it's his
25 plus 2. 4, 5 piercing damage.
I'm ready for that hot acid breed.
18 plus 4 is
18.
22.
That's 2 hits, so that's 11 points of damage to this.
11 points
this
of
thing.
damage. Yeah. And it is
Okay,
now. Wait, no, hang on. Give me 1 second to just check. Normally I do melee attacks, so I need to check. Do
Yeah.
the Ancestral Guardian start harassing this thing?
No, I think actually your rage is. Ooh, no,
Oh,
it doesn't. It doesn't have. No, it doesn't have to be melee attacks. I think if you're just in.
Yeah, the Ancestral.
If you make an attack.
The first creature I hit with an attack on my turn becomes a target. So until the start of my next turn, you have the creature has
I
disadvantage.
feel like
on
though you missed a
any-
turn back there, didn't you?
I didn't manage to hit him, but then he attacked me, so I'm still.
Okay,
raging.
that's fair. That's fair. Go, go, go.
Yeah. So quite successfully and exfoliated the crap out of me. Yeah, so everyone has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack, and he has disadvantage.
Everyone.
Any creature that's not me, you have disadvantage on to attack, and if
there a
they
range
hit
on
a
that?
target other than me, no, there's no
It's
range.
Just the
Jay
feature.
Burns
Fucking
said there's
shit
one
it.
for everyone in the
Um,
audience.
This
Dave.
is fucking broken, you motherfucker. Okay,
It's
go,
been,
go.
it's been broken for 72
That's it for scales, is
episodes.
it?
That's it for scales.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Aboleth Slime Lord is now gonna use its one legendary action. I think we're gonna try and enslave on. So we just drop it in there so we can see. The Aboleth targets one creature you can see within 30 feet of it. Target must succeed in a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, or be magically charmed by the Aboleth until the Aboleth dies, or until it is on a different plane of existence from the target. The charmed target is under the Aboleth's control and cannot take reactions, and the Aboleth and the target can communicate telepathically with each other over any distance. Whenever the charmed target takes damage, the target can repeat the saving throw. On a success, the effect ends. No more than once every 24 hours. The target can also repeat the saving throw when it is at least 1 mile away. It's going for you again, Scales. Can I get a DC 60? You're outside of Bob's range. I need a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Holy fuck!
Gales has never been so wise in his life.
I am the tingly num
Okay,
num.
stream over, campaign over. Fuck you all. Table flip. This is fucking ridiculous.
Rocks falling, everyone.
Seriously, I think it is what someone said earlier. Scales is just too thick to be charmed.
Yeah,
The
I
best
said
This
defense
is the
is
most
to just be Scales.
ridiculous real life example of plot armor I've ever seen.
There's not enough brain to be controlled.
How? How are you like your wisdom is dog shit?
Yeah, it's terrible.
You got a +1.
+1.
But it's not just
On
a
a
win, it's
zero.
the second natural 20 on the fucking set.
It's fucking crazy, lads.
My
This
mom
is
says it
because-
helps come and
Full of
play.
wisdom today, says
This is because at
Brett
the
in
start,
chat.
the not Scales parents decided to be like, oh, screw this, we're not getting anything out of Scales, and somehow left him some kind of
okay.
mind
So
control.
Someone
after
else
that,
bought the
it's
cardigan
gonna use its-
macros, I'm
So
sorry.
after that legendary action, it does disappear into the water, and it's going to.
Question.
Yeah,
When it goes badoop, does that attack of opportunity for leaving my range?
that sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's fair.
I have to do it. You have to
Of course
ask.
you
You
do.
have to.
Yeah, it has left your range.
That is
Very close, but not
23. And let's give it a little bit of a tasty going away present. Is it a fiend or undead by any chance in Aboleth?
Yeah, I think it is an aberration.
No. Okie dokie.
It's a large aberration, typically lawful evil,
So-
but sometimes really good.
There's 17 points as a going away present.
17 points as a going away present. Jesus Christ, lads. You carve a huge slit all the way along the back, slightly right of what you consider to be like a dorsal fin or a spine, and you can see it screeches again and it disappears. But this thick brown cloud fills the water now. And no, Carrick, you're not going to be able to use it to spot him.
Listen, if you don't ask,
I know, and I already know what you're gonna ask. I saw a huge slit open from Motley Crue in '88. Now, Motley Crue saw a few huge slits open, but anyway, it is going to. It's gonna. Yeah. Oh, it's. Yeah. Jesus Christ, lads! It's not in a good way. So we're gonna go to the GM layer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's gonna make it to there. 30. There. Okay, cool. We're up to Bob. Right then. Where the fuck is it? Why does it always fucking disappear on my go?
I know, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go over here in case it fucking comes back. Robert, what have you got, mate?
Nothing.
Money?
I'll take it.
I have like maybe like 10 silver. I'm broke as shit.
Right. I kind of meant like, what are you gonna do right now in the middle of the combat?
Try to not die?
Great. If you can
On
include
a fucking picture.
maybe killing the creature somewhere in there, that would be great.
I will do bonus action steady aim,
Right.
and then I will hold my action
Now, what is going to trigger your reaction?
if he is within range of attacking.
And you can see him.
Yes.
Excellent. Erection. Actually, before that, he's going to use his
Surface, you son of a bitch.
second legendary action to move again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to go to there. Okay, cool. Erection, you're up.
It's meant to surface.
No, it's not. He's one legendary action left, and it will surface. Then.
I have a sinking suspicion I'm about to get tentacled.
You're going to have a sinking fucking feeling soon enough.
Yeah.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Mate, you've written enough fucking hentai to know where this is going.
Wow. Oh my god.
5, 10, 15,
I'm so glad.
Watershed
I
Rise
hope-
is fine.
Somebody sponsored this episode. God love them.
Sorry, Neil.
Sorry, Neil.
Look at chat.
What?
Look at
Erixium will go.
Oh my God.
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
30, 35,
Ah,
40,
actually, Kate says
45,
Scales
50,
has his
55,
wisdom teeth. That
60,
makes sense.
65, 70, 75, 80,
So where's
85,
where's Erixium going
90,
now?
95. Erixium will run 100 feet around here, too close to the root system.
That's where you think he's going. Okay. I
Well,
like it.
no,
I like it.
He doesn't know where anyone's going. He just
Yeah.
suddenly realized that Darek, Mizelu, and Ren are kind of, I won't say defenseless, but could do with some help. So he
Watch
brings
this.
his aura over.
This fucking guy be like right behind Robert now.
Okay, cool.
And he will
that's
hold an
it for
action to
Erixium.
swipe if it appears within his range.
So he's going to use his third legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
Can't use the slimes. I should roll off that. Let's just roll off that. This is a retrospective roll. Let's see, he doesn't have it. He will roll on his turn, which is in 3 turns' time. But what he will do.
Brown. Because Erixium fucked his skills up. I'll take that as a no.
So he knows where you are. He uses
Not
movement.
Santa Claus.
He's gonna use
I had the
movement to
exact
go
same
5,
thought. I was like,
10,
Let's see,
15,
Santa Claus?
20. No, actually, he's not going to. He's going to go to there. No, do you know what? He's not. He's not. Ah, God, because he's low hit points. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. He's gonna move to here. All right, fuck it. He's gonna move to here.
He gets so
Okay, cool.
confused and does nothing.
You fucking
Yeah, right.
cry boy compared to me.
Uplink on the ground. Uplink on the ground. Uplink your ass, then you'll be on the ground. That's all he's gonna do. Ren, what are you doing?
Don't make me cry.
Ren has no
You've got a
idea
whole
where
round
it
to think
is.
about, buddy.
Yeah, but like I was hoping it would pop out, so I'd have an idea where it is, but it didn't. What can I do? It's a magical creature. That might. You know what? Fuck it. Worth a shot. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a first level.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Will he
the
detect-
fingers up? What?
Will he detect the Bane spell?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Fishing for it. I'm fishing for it.
Only if it's within 30 feet.
Only if it's within 30 feet, but if it gets close, I can point it out.
Okay.
Is it within 30 feet?
They're in the fucking walls, man.
Hello, Raiders. Red
Hey,
Robin Cats.
Oh, thank you very Red Robin Cast joined the channel with
Been
one raider.
coming.
Thank you very much for jumping in. You're very welcome along. Do you see a little purple thing I drew?
Do.
That's exactly where it is.
Ren will be like, Arixium right fucking in front of you. And I'll point exactly at the circle. Big dare. And then, yeah, that's my action. So, I will go. Yeah, I'm gonna run.
You fucking dick.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, nope. Run away.
I got nope at 5th level.
Ran away.
Yeah,
Ran away.
Away from the water. Just whoop.
Okay, it's used that was his last legendary action. Darak, what are we doing? It's still in the water now, so
Derek did see where Ren pointed. Now I'm hoping I can shoot down into the water with this.
So just so you know, right, it's 20 feet down in the water, right? Hold on, yeah, you. Where were you? Where were you before you ran away?
What are these noises?
Right beside Derek.
5, 10. Yeah, it's 20 feet down in the water, just about.
Yeah.
Classic Ren to the lumbering body. I know, right?
Run away.
He's a squishy wizard. I mean, I think you do it too.
So, I suppose Derek is going to, if he can see it down
He
there.
can't see it. No, there's no
But
line of sight.
Okay,
It's
it's
20
an idea
feet
where it
below
is,
this
though.
churning yellow and brown water. It's almost like you've had the worst diarrhea of your life,
Dave, please don't remind me of this morning, Dave. Please
and
don't
you've
remind me of this
also
morning.
flushed a whole roll of toilet paper, and it looks like a brown mummy is getting fucking swallowed down the toilet. That's exactly, and it's not even your toilet. That's
So
exactly
fibbers in
what
the
it looks like.
2000s. That's what we're talking about. Fibbers in the 2000s.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But if you're wondering why I have such detail, I wrote a short story about the one time I was caught short in Blackrock, and I will share it to those who want to read it. It is a tale of woe and poo.
I assume disadvantage, so I will roll again.
What? You have to be able to see it.
It's a no. It's I'm taking a shot into the point where Ren pointed. It's a roll to hit attack. So I'll take the disadvantage if you want. But
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Fuck's sake. Oh well, it's Derek. It's fine.
Oh.
Because he's going
harsh.
to cancel.
That was fucking hard.
No.
Johnny, I hope you're not watching.
I'm
the
not
fucking
messing
chat
with
right
Johnny, we
now.
love you, bro.
Look
Ignore
at
that.
God, Jesus
I'm messing.
Christ.
Yeah, I'm messing.
Jesus Christ.
He's full health. He'll be fine.
Okay, would you like to roll a D100 for a spell?
No, not
Look
particularly.
at the Emerald Collective podcast. Redeeming nat ones and nat 20s all over the fucking
30.
shop. Okay, what's your roll?
30.
What? 30.
30. Yeah.
Oh, that's a critical
He'll
hit.
be
Kev.
fine. He's full health.
Not like he has a character who's died before.
The spell fires in an unexpected manner, causing your confidence in your abilities to falter. You have disadvantage on any spell attacks, and enemies have an advantage against your spell saving throws till the end of your turn.
Okay. I end my turn.
Derek has a crisis of conscience as he calls upon the power of the Raven Queen to cast his spell. He feels a disconnect, almost like the High Priest. might be interfering.
Oh yeah, he does have that thing going on.
Given that he's now a wanted man.
See, look, lads, narrative dice rolls.
Indeed.
If he was in the Raven Queen's favor, he would have got the crit. If he wasn't, he fucked up.
Mizelu.
Sorry, I was reading
Okay.
words.
Yep.
So the magical light is 20 feet down. What will Mizelu do? What will Mizelu do? Mizelu will hold his action. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not seen much happen over here lately, so he will take a step closer to Derek and to Bob. And then, that will do Mizelu.
Okay, cool. So the Avalette Slime Lord is going to... I'm going to go into the GM layer. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to resurface... here! And take a swing at Mizelu.
Uno momento.
Oh,
May
shit, what's
I
happening?
have a wisdom save.
Canefall.
Spirit of Guardians.
Oh,
Who's Spirit Guardians?
Mizelu's.
Oh, shit, fuck bollocks. Yep, okay, cool. He's coming at you like Cleopatra. We got +8 on this. So that is a 26. How does that feel?
He does have a Bane, but yeah, that'll still do it. So he will
Wise
take
ass.
5 points of damage.
Yeah, and Mizelu's Spirit Guardians look like these sort of... Oh, what's going on our stream? Okay. Mizelu's Spirit Guardians look like these sort of Dragonborn warriors in heavy armor.
Dragonborn with the shield of Bahamut.
With the shield of Bahamut, as they just stomp around it. They do sort of cut through him, excommunicado, says Brett in chat. They do... Amphibious last week. Yeah. As they do... Yeah, they do cut through this thing. You see some flakes of skin sort of flop off, but it's still got a bit of fight left in it, and it's going to unload on Mizelu. And we're going to go... It's a wisdom saving throw. It's bollocks. Here, lie down. You. Good girl.
this gig, knock over the token. We'll win.
Yeah. Probing telepathy, acidic mucus cloud, which is my favorite Cannibal Corpse album.
Good night after Aftershock.
Yeah.
When underwater. Okay, so that doesn't affect it when it's out of water. I think what we're gonna do here is top 5 in D&D. Oh, we're top 5 in D&D Twitch. Well done, everyone.
Thank you, chat.
Obviously because of you, not me. I appreciate you. I think we're gonna go Slime Orb, lads. We're gonna go Slime Orb. No, do you know what? We're gonna go fucking Tentacle. 3 tentacle attacks
At
on the
disadvantage.
Mizelu. What?
At disadvantage.
Wild Bane.
Because the ancestors
These
are...
are the
fucking
worst players ever, lads. For
teamwork.
fuck's sake. 1, 2,
Fucking
3.
Something like
Okay.
that's helping this thing fish for our weaknesses in our brain.
26, 19, and 19 against Mizelu.
Disadvantage.
The
Oh, the 26 will hit. The 19 and 19, what's his AC?
18, so you'll need to roll the Banes.
I'll need to roll 2 1s to actually hit him. Meets a pizza.
Correct. Does he have a shield equipped? What the fuck armor is he?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
so
God.
1 hit.
Oh yeah, it's 1 hit with the fucking with the
One of these
tentacle.
tentacles, one is enough.
So you're
though.
gonna take 15 bludgeoning and 9 acid, so that's 24 points of damage. DC 16 con save, or you're gonna become diseased.
Right.
You
Um,
are resistant to the damage dealt.
So that'll bring it down to 12?
to 12.
Scale. I'm gonna have to take care of scales now. This is ridiculous.
3.
You can't kill Scales,
And
he's the
then
mascot.
It's a con save plus 5 plus a d4.
It doesn't really
what?
matter because you're immune to disease.
That's
Mizelu
Mizelu's
isn't.
not.
Oh, Mizelu. Oh, sorry, I thought it was Paladin.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah, he 29 plus 4, or 28 plus 4, or d4.
Cool.
sorry.
He's gonna use the rest of his movement to disappear.
Bitch.
Is it still within 30 feet? I doubt it.
Not anymore.
No. Man just makes a magical beep noise and he's like, no, can't see it.
Okay. We are back to Scales. Scales, what are you doing?
Scales is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to get back to the
Run this
middle.
way. Run that way.
And he's like looking around, and then he just throws a quizzical look to the others. And
Scales spot armor is thick today. Good luck, Dave. I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous.
so that will be. Well, I guess Scales can stare into the water and see if he can figure out where it is, but
Okay,
that's Scales' turn.
To Bob is going to move over. You got 15 points
So
of.
that means Scales
And
gets
I'm
to
no
make an
longer
action
raging.
perception check.
You are no longer raging or ranging. What?
Well, Scales get to make an action perception check if they're spending their action to look into the water.
Sure, if you like. Would you like to make a perception? Would you like to use your action to make a perception check?
I would. At the water in front of me.
Why will your check then, my friend? 17,
See?
21 Scales as you peer into this violently sloshing and moving brown and yellow water. For a second you think you see something, but then you realize there's nothing there.
Okay.
Not in that pool.
Robert. Sorry, legendary action. Can use movement. Okay.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see this guy?
Sure. Where are you looking? GM only. Fucking about fucking time.
Do I have to look in a specific direction?
Yes, as long as it's not behind you. I feel like that's fair. Sorry, is this an action perception check?
No, this is a bonus action perception check.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Oh, well then I think, if you're spending a bonus action, you can look wherever the fuck you want.
See, it says starting at third level, you can use a bonus action to make a wisdom.
Oh, well
perception
look,
check.
we're here for, yeah,
Spot a hidden
look,
creature or
yeah,
object.
you can look everywhere.
Okay, perception check.
Hey,
If
roll
I
it.
don't move this round, I have advantage on it.
Okay, roll your perception. Roll to see.
27.
27.
Oh wait, sorry, no, I'm lying. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, you are. 18. 18, Robert.
No, it's 1d4. It's not 27. It's
31.
31.
Do you advantage in that?
Yes,
Why?
because okay, let me.
It doesn't say it in eye for detail. It says
No,
nothing
no,
about
no, no, no. It's not eye for detail that says
Okay.
it. It's steady eye that says it. If I don't move.
it. Jesus Christ.
Robert's built for finding things.
Okay, 27.
31.
31.
31.
31.
Let me just look at the things.
Oh, who's Santa Claus?
The white hair and
Okay,
beard
okay,
match.
hold on a second. Let's just see
Come
what
sit
it's
on my lap. I'll tell you a story.
I know.
I can
Wow.
hear you breathing.
I don't think anyone wants to hear a story that Robert has
Would
to
you
tell.
like
sitting
to
in his lap.
unwrap your present? So you can see it is. I think what's. Oh, you can't because you can only see 60 feet in one direction. Right? And we can
That's
only
kind
see
of
your
weird.
neck, by the way, in this in the camera.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're very impressive, Adam's apple. It is.
Adams, it's Roberts.
It's very Robert's apple. It's very, very, very manly.
It's very big, yeah. I
It's
know.
very manly. Okay, cool. So, what I will say is you can, 60 feet. You cannot see it anywhere. There is some
Well, that's-
bioluminescence, but it's
Okay, well,
not
that was my
enough.
bonus action. I'll hold my action in case it comes close to attack.
Okay, cool. Rixium. What are we doing?
Kicking fucking dust.
Kicking
Can't
dust.
hold and
Sometimes the creatures aren't stupid enough to stick around.
correct.
To be
Can
killed.
Rixium delay.
What is return to the Mother Dragons? Yes. How long?
Definitely, I
No.
hope.
Well, only looks 60 years in reality, maybe fucking
Yeah.
a day. No, just delay his turn until the creature surfaces.
Okay. You certainly can. You can hold your action.
No,
Uh,
not hold action, delay turn.
You can
Like
no so you
shift in initiative.
Yeah, but once you shift in initiative, you have to stay there for the rest of the combat.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So where would you like to shift initiative from 13.12?
Well, delay until trigger.
No.
No,
You
can't do
can,
it?
no,
Alright.
you can move your initiative down, and then you stay there for the rest of the combat. So
Right.
if, like, you know the way Shadar and Tyrion do the Path to the Grave and then strike thing, so I can choose to move my initiative right down right before you, and then you go, but I have to stay there for the rest of the round. Sorry, the rest of the combat. You can't go. Oh,
Yeah, but
I'll
there's
drop.
no trigger in me. Yeah.
Like if you
It's-
if you drop below 13, you have to stay there.
It's initiative 6, if that helps you.
No, I'm well aware. I've had that written
You're
down.
talking to the fucking accountant over
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I know. That's why I said it. I was like, it's initiative
It's
6.
right fucking there.
Yeah, I know.
It's why they had to buy a fucking bigger house because all of his notebooks fucking.
Yeah.
There's no room in the apartment.
What will he, at the minute, Arixium, he thinks it's afraid.
Breakfast is time to dive in. Jump in, please do.
I'm this close.
It's
When
definitely
it
a
was
civic.
right in front of me, I was fucking putting the sword in my teeth and diving in like a fucking pirate. But he thinks it's afraid because it's he got it good. It's bleeding and it's running away. So
Getting hurt.
Arixium is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Okay, okay.
50,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
60.
Sorry. 60.
Uh,
Where do
but
you
he's
think
not-
he
well,
is? Where do you think he
that's-
is?
That's movement. But I think he's running away. He's trying to fucking hide.
Where do you think he is? Usually no change in this. No, fucking don't worry about that, Frank.
So let's see. That's movement. Will he double move?
I'm okay with people changing initiative, but if you change initiative, you have to stay there. But you can only move down. You can't move up. It's a house
then
rule.
he will
Now it's a
go-
house rule.
Yeah. So he will use. He will go to there.
Okay, and what are you doing?
He's just looking for air bubbles. He's looking for where this thing's because he's convinced now they've heard it so much. It's shit the bed and is hiding.
Okay, cool. So, do you have an action left to do? Perception
Yeah,
check.
yeah. He can hold his action to slice an opportunity attack.
Okay, so you used your hasted movement to get
Yes. And
And-
he will hold a spell.
there to
He
see
will hold
if
a
it
spell.
resurfaces.
If it resurfaces within 10 feet of him.
Okay, cool.
He'll give himself a bit of range, seeing as the last time he didn't and it fucking didn't work. But this time he's a 10-foot radius.
Okay, moving on. Ren.
Bran is kind of just sitting there like, I think this thing's like, he's also like, I think this thing fucked off, but I'm going to go stupidly, potentially, up to the edge of this pool.
Don't come towards it. It's gonna go for you now.
Yeah, but it'll bait it out. And I'm going to look into the pool with my magical eyesight.
Okay.
You're
Drink
about
on
to
this
get
place.
crocodiles,
Let's
my
see.
dude.
Is it there, Dave?
Brett, pull him in. Pull him in. Would you like to roll?
I'm using the magic eyes. I'm not really looking.
What
like,
magic
heavy
eyes?
looking.
You need to explain this.
Cast detect magic.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So you're still concentrating on detect magic. It's 5 foot down
Yep,
and 25 feet deep. It is nowhere.
it's not
Or-
there.
No.
Not in this one. And then I'm gonna go. I have another 10 feet of movement. I'm just gonna go 5, 10. Back here.
All right. Derek.
It's definitely in this one, I assume, when Ren just can't see it. Derek is Well, who's looking? Yeah, Derek's just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to Scales, and be like, "My friend, you've seen better days," and he's gonna smack him with a cure wounds.
Mace.
Yeah,
No.
he shoots him in.
Okay.
He pushes him in. He's like, I've been working with Baldur all along. Push. So second level cure wounds. Just to...
Okay, yeah, again, in this darkened chamber now, you can see this fetid and brown and yellow water. It's just the waves, it's whatever underground current is flowing to and fro. The water just sloshes over the sides of these walkways, and almost it sometimes it threatens to drag you in. Unfortunately, fortunately for you, unfortunately for me, it's not been that severe because I've been rolling dice on the GM layer and it hasn't happened yet. But Derek, as you walk up and you place your hand on Scales, he heals 12 hit points.
12.
Which is 24 in Barbarian.
Okay, lovely.
That's it for Dark.
I'm sort of morbidly fascinated by chat's argument over whether farts or poop make bubbles. So, I mean, and I can see now as we're talking about this, our numbers going 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. And I don't fucking blame you. I would be fucking gone as well. Okay, cool. Is that for Tarek?
Oh, God.
Jesus. Yeah, Derek's just kind of stood there.
Mazzellu, what are you doing? 73 of 92. Mazzellu's looking all right. We miss you, Ryan.
We miss you, buddy. Mazzellu's just gonna chill. He's gonna hold firm.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Arixium's chasing this thing around like yeah.
Moving on to the Abelet Slime Lord. It's gonna move a certain direction.
Fucking dare you, yeah. Fucking yellow
Back
belly
to
bastard.
Scales. What are you doing, Scales?
Scales has taken out a ration pack and is ripping it into little pieces and is sprinkling it into the water like fish food.
You just like dropping it into the fucking water. Okay,
Like,
cool.
Maybe it
The
like
Bob
really
is
hungry.
fucking furious. He's gonna move over to back in the token layer. He's gonna move over here. Beside Rain. I'm gonna call an end to the combat here because it is scarpered. You had it at 14 hit points out of 195.
I'm really annoyed we didn't get the kill.
Oh, it was within 2 points. My accuracy was within 2
Did
points.
those numbers
I had it at
match?
183.
Oh, it was a 195. 14 from 195. You're look, I'm calling you the fucking accountant for nothing. As the water just begins to settle, it's almost like the absence of this creature calms the water down. And let me just do a bit of that.
Dave.
1 second. As I just do a little sound engineer fade here. See that?
Fancy.
See that? I should
It's, al- it's almost like he's a professional, guys.
No, it's not because the thing's not playing.
No.
There we go. Yes, Carrick, what would you like to?
As to Bob comes running over, because I have this up, is he wearing anything other that we don't already know that he has? That's magical. Just like
Everything
kind
is
of look him
magical.
up.
The cunt has more magical items than all of us put together.
He does. He's a fucking, and that's why I kind of feel like you guys are happy if he dies.
I am waiting to Lord.
You want his shit. He's a.
I
good
want
dude.
Arixium to have that +3 long.
He is a good
Arixium
guy.
can't take any weapons that aren't gifted to him.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to refresh my roll 20.
Well,
So
what if
fucking
Ren
music
takes
starts
it
playing
off
again?
the corpse and gifts it to Arixium?
Well, then he has to sit and meditate and offer it to the gods for them to decide. We've gone through this with the shield.
There we
shit,
go.
yeah.
We got music.
We do.
We have
Remember
music.
music?
Okay, cool.
Why did Bob?
So you're gonna walk over to Bob.
He
with-
beelimed me.
What?
He came running over to me.
Oh yeah, sorry. So
Yeah,
you're
that's
you're
why I'm
gonna.
looking him up and down. He's kind of
Yeah,
like, what
so
the
you're
fuck?
drop. Yeah, cool. So you're dropping your thing. So cool. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has.
I just want to know what's magical on him.
What's magical on him? Okay.
His personality.
His longsword.
Yep.
His ring. On his
Okay,
finger.
the rings new.
Potion, shield, chainmail. That's it.
Okay, no magic boots or anything. Okay. Yep,
Hold
that's
on,
kind.
hold on. Nope. No magic boots.
Yep. Okay. Ren is just gonna be like, so we won.
Yeah. Fucking thing fucked off, innit? Turn its tail between its fucking legs and got the fuck out of here because it saw the blade of blue tosh!
Did Bob hit it during that combat?
Nope.
Ren will be like, you kind of didn't hit it once.
It didn't like my rations.
He'll step into Ren and he'll go, he's up to your navel, Ren. And he steps in and he goes, I kept your boy alive though, didn't I, you little fucking prick?
Yeah, but like you can
Yeah,
fly.
well, shut the fuck up
but
then.
you can fly. Would you not have just flown after it when it was hovering in the middle of the pool instead of standing on the edge?
Shut up. Put some manners on your boy there, Mazelu.
That's it. Kind of a callback because Ren said that exact same thing to Erixium about Mazzelu once.
Yep.
Yep.
About now that Erixium suddenly slows down.
And you get that sort of those palpitations, and the flutter in your chest, almost like you're having a panic attack. You're like, ugh. And it's like you take a deep breath, and it's like you almost, if I can take a deep breath, I can get over this fluttery chest thing, and then you drop to a knee for a second. Oh God! And everything. It's almost like everything speeds up around you. Scales is, of course, scale. Look at this. Okay, let's shift ping. Scales is moving.
Is your torch dead?
We're just dead.
No.
We're not fighting anymore. It left. He
We've
wants
got
to
Scales
check out
and Robert. Where are you going?
I'm
Scales
just
wants to
making
check out
sure
the purple wall.
Scales doesn't get too far.
The purple wall. Okay, Scales. It is like if you've ever seen, you know those lumps of amethyst that you can buy from a gem shop or something like that in real life now.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's exactly like that. These spiky lumps of this beautiful purple crystal are just sort of pointing out. You definitely do not want someone to grab your head and rub it against the edge of this wall because it would hurt.
Are any of them sticking out enough that I could kind of like grab a hold and yank and try and
No,
break
you
the
would
piece
you
off?
would have to hammer and chisel, or you'd have to
Smash it with a hammer?
Oh, smashy would do it, yeah.
Yeah, smash it with a
100%.
hammer. I like
100%.
stones, and I especially like purple stones. So.
Okay, cool. So, can I get you to roll me a D100 first
Yes.
when it comes to smashing these stones? Alright, okay.
34.
Cool. Now, would you like to make a... Are you just going to
Smashy.
go with your hammer? Or your mace?
Yeah, I'll smash it
Okay.
with the turtle mace.
Roll to hit.
26. I don't know what the 4 is for. Oh, I forgot
Bless.
to turn off the global bless, so...
That would
26.
have dropped off, I'd say, by now.
Well, look, listen. I mean, if you need more than 26 to hit a wall in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, we'd be in trouble. So,
Pretty big wall.
you swing the mace. It's this sort of clattering and shattering sound as these purple crystals strewn across. Some of them flying into the yellow and brown water, and but there's a large chunk that lands on the ground.
How large a chunk?
Probably
Too big for my pocket, I'd say.
about that big.
Oh, okay. No, that'd fit in my pocket or one of my
Yeah, well,
pouches. So
yeah,
I'll pick up that nice
Pick it up.
shaped lump. Yeah.
Cool. Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay.
DC for this is 6.
Oh shit! No, sorry, that's not it. Ignore
That
that.
is 6 is a fail.
The magic rock.
Wisdom
DC
save, is
16.
it?
Yeah, 16, please.
This is going to be when all the like excellent wisdom rolls flee. Oh my sweet Jesus!
That is 3 in a row.
You have did Mark send you any APIs to use?
And the really terrible thing is, a little bit of me was like, it's going to be kind of cool to be mind controlled.
I
Okay.
think Dave just quit.
Gales, you hear a voice. Oh, thank you. And it's gone.
That was weird. And then he's just
Oh,
happy
it's-
with his shiny purple rock.
Cool. Anyone else like to do anything right at turn order?
Do I like? Obviously, I still have the detect magic up, so when I'm walking around, like I'm getting close to one of these purple walls. Is there anything paying off that?
Yeah. Okay, so is Brett still in chat? Because Brett knows all the rules.
So does rep. Either,
So yeah, Rap's not here.
either or. I don't know.
So yes, yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. So if we do psychic damage, what would psychic energy be classed as? Conjuration magic?
Evocation.
Evocation?
Yeah, like a lot of them might.
If,
Let me
if
check
there's
what the.
psychic energy contained within a wall, what
L-
type of magic would that radiate?
Let me check what synaptic static spell type is, because I'd say it's similar to that. Because that's a
Check your own
psychic.
synaptic static and every other house.
Yeah, you just look at an old
could
TV
also
when
be
static's on.
abjuration because it's like
Abjuration
Enchantment.
is protective magic, isn't it? This is
So-
like kind of a weird one because I was thinking about this during the week and I was like, oh, I don't know.
Synaptic static is enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay, cool. So yeah, there is a heavy enchantment. Thank you, Brett. There's a heavy enchantment Dwomir from these walls.
The walls are magic. Be careful.
By the way,
scouts.
friends, if you're DMing on the stream, don't be afraid to ask the collective hive mind the things you don't know. They help you.
oh, so when we get to fight these mind flayers, are going to be controlled by the chat. I see the collective
I
mind.
think that's a great idea. We give everyone in chat one of the creatures.
Oh, because then they're gonna
Thanks a
try and murder
million.
me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
The wall's not magic, it's just this pretty purple rock.
No,
And Scales has
the
come
wall
down-
is
Yes, please.
Very
Ren.
magic.
Gales
Ren,
has
what are
come
you
down
doing?
to show his rock to Mizzelu and Erexium.
Okay.
Make sure you
So
pronounce
hold on
the
there,
O.
Ren. Don't move any further. Move your token back to here, please. Because
Yep.
right now, Scales is showing his rock to Erexium and Mizzelu. All right.
That is a nice.
I want to
bowl
see
there.
how this.
After the watershed, guys.
Like Scales is just like he's very happy with his new nicely shaped lump of rock, and he comes over and he's like, "Look, it's not magic. It's just a piece of crystal. It's purple. Isn't it nice?"
It's a very peculiar way to start a conversation. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Will the rock be
Oh, hey, Flying Orc are in with 12 viewers. Welcome in.
Welcome.
Willkommen.
It's been a doozy of a fucking fight.
I want to.
But you, King Griffin, thanks for jumping in, guys. How did your stream go? Because obviously we were streaming, so we couldn't see it. What are we talking
We
about?
made an aboleth run away.
No, they fought a slime lord aboleth.
And Scales is the
And
most
it-
wise member of the party.
I think what
Triple
scales
natural
roll.
20.
Our barbarian, what, 3 natural 20s?
Three nat 20s.
3 natural 20s.
Consecutive.
Thank you very
That's
much,
the more
Robert.
impressive bit.
Our barbarian rolled 3 consecutive nat 20 wisdom saving throws.
I think
Oh,
Scales
how
has
dare
secretly
you.
awakened their
They
minds.
also
eye.
that are mental. They are, Roper. They fucking are. It's but like I said earlier, do you know what we call that? Fucking plot armor.
Like, does Scales have like a third eye sticking out of his head now? Like that feels like some like.
No, he does have a very, very, very conspicuous hemorrhoid that looks like it's sort of discolored.
Ren's not looking there.
You have heard Scales. You have heard Scales in the other side of the camp going.
Scales is showing a
That's
Rixium
just
and
because
Mazzello
the
is
fucking
rock,
orange
not Ren.
juice says concentrate.
Yeah. So Scales, you're showing them your
0.0125% chance.
0.0125 chance. Jesus Christ.
Well, you impressed phone, you broke
It's
physics.
fucked.
But it was basically a possession thing, and that would have really changed the game because like
We don't want to fight Scales.
all that thing had to do was possess you and then dip.
And run away.
and run away, and then you're possessed for like you can make a save in 24 hours
Yeah.
Or
With-
anytime you take damage.
on any fucking plane of existence.
Or if you take damage, so we'd have to
Yeah,
become
anytime you
scales.
take damage,
Yeah.
you got to save.
Yeah, but it was a wisdom save, which traditionally scales is pants.
Traditionally, but looks like phone was fucking abandoned tradition right now. Anyway, let's bring it back in. Okay,
Yes,
so
to my pretty rock.
we'll zoom the map out a little bit, and you can see now it's this subterranean chamber with this brown and yellow water that is it's affected by the tides from the outside, and sometimes it splashes over completely on these narrow walkways between these almost 10, sometimes 20, 30 foot deep sinkholes. Like when the tide goes out, the water goes down, and it's a 40-foot drop. And then when the water comes in, it's like it's spilling over the edge of these walkways. And Scales has now chipped off a piece of this purple rock here. And for a split second, heard a voice in your head. And then you resisted it. And but now you want to show your rock to Mazzello and Erixium. I want to see how that scene plays out.
Yeah. So Scales has just run up and he's like, it's not a magic wall. There's not magic in the walls. It's just purple stone. See, it's pretty rock.
So Erixium, who's like perplexed by the fact that the first thing Scale says is, "Look, this rock isn't magical." Mazzello will turn and say, "Yeah, Scales, I know that in our time down here, you made friends with a wooden bridge.
Yeah.
You've talked to mushrooms.
And murdered them.
You've shaken hands with a river. But
Well, yeah, kind of.
why would you knock this poor defenseless rock away from its home
But
and
I
bring
like,
it with you?
because I collect rocks, especially purple ones.
So it's the color itself which you deemed important.
Almost like.
Well, no, I've red ones and blue ones and other color ones too. But I really, I had a dream about purple rock crystals, and like,
So
yeah. And,
you had a dream.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That one day.
Fucking dare you.
Yeah,
That all
breakfast is
rocks
don't
are
forget the glowing
considered
ball.
equal.
So yeah, so now I collect the sparkly rocks.
Sparkly. Uh-huh.
Do you want to see do you want to see the other ones? And he starts pulling one of his pouches out to show all the other stones he's collected.
Mazzello, who like
Just to clear one thing up, have you handed that stone to anyone?
No, it's still just kind of
Oh.
like in the palm of my hand.
Okay,
being
go.
shown.
No. Scales is like the approach. Look what I found, and it could be like a pine cone or petrified shit. It's just what the child has found. so it's what the fuck is that?
Pine cone, petrified shit, hand grenade, who knows?
Yeah, with
Red
the pin-
can
once
be
the
seen
pin is in it,
visibly
it's okay.
developing a migraine watching this happen because he's like, it's. I can see that it's clearly fucking magical. Put it down.
So Mazzello is gonna look into the.
You do a good Mazzello, by the way.
Well, my brother. He's
Yeah.
gonna look into the bag of rocks. So,
Yeah.
is there anything?
Which Scales is as dumbass.
Sorry,
Like,
so
is
you're gonna
there
look-
like a fucking zirconian worth $70 billion in the back of rock?
would you like to make an appraise roll then, which is a very second edition
Well,
thing of me?
Let me see.
What's
I
that
have-
even
Scales
be?
slowly turning into a dragon that's hoarding
I
like
feel
shit.
like it's
Yes.
you've
I have 3 other chunks of different purple stone. I have.
so hold on, this hasn't gone into the bag yet. You're
No,
pulling...
the one I just collected is in my hand.
And
But in
she's
the
showing
pouch
the
that I've
rock
kind of
collection.
opened the pouch of the rock collection, in there is 3 chunks of purple stone that I got way back when. 3 gems, 450 gold pieces, whatever they are. A piece of weird mirror obsidian.
blue ogre
We're gonna be here all
horn.
night if we go through Scales'
I
bag.
don't mind it.
21
Blue ogre
mood
horn
gems.
causes
Making
confusion
a
when you look at it.
lich.
21
Like-
mood gems, 3 underdark red
21
gems.
mood gems.
What color are they right now?
Happy. If happy was a color, they're happy.
They're very happy. They're that tint of excited puppy with its tail
Electric
wagging like
blue
90.
and sparkly.
Sweet baby Jesus. Okay, cool.
A magic hand is going to appear and start just making
Scales,
its way
can I get
over.
another wisdom saving throw, please?
Other wisdom saving throw.
DC for this is 15.
What a +5.
Oh.
If it's another not 20, I swear to God.
Another 20 stream is over.
6.
11.
All right, cool. Scales.
Yes.
As you hold this piece of purple rock that you chipped off, not chipped off, you violently
Smashed off.
separated
Yeah.
with
Big
your
candle.
turtle mace. You hear a voice in your head. And he goes, gain my mic up here a little bit so we can hear all this in a little bit. Next, I'm going to be shouting for this. He goes, and you hear, oh, thank the gods. Where am I? Who are you? I can't feel my arms. I can't feel my legs. Where am I? Who are you?
I'm Scales. You're a stone. You don't have arms or legs.
And what? Are you talking out loud?
Yeah. But I'm looking at the
course
stone
you
in my
are.
hand.
Ryan is just like holding his hands up, being like,
My
Not the
second
same
name is
situation
Grim,
all
is
over
it?
again.
Scales, not stone.
What do you
feeling
mean I'm
okay?
stone?
Well, a crystal, a prism.
What? Last thing I remember was,
What?
my
What?
father took me on an adventure.
When I was a young boy.
My father
I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh, no,
to
yeah, to the underdog.
me to a flare.
Where did an event? The stone.
Let's start again.
Mizalu, the stone is talking to me now.
Um,
Do you want to talk to it, maybe?
Arixium, would you do me kindly?
I see Red Sogan boop 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 boop.
Scales to say that
He's
to
walking with a
Mizellu.
purpose, but I'm letting other people interact as he's doing it.
Scales to say that to Mizellu, and Mizellu say, Arixium, could you help with this? Oh yeah. Arixium will take it and just fucking launch it into the water.
Yeah, as Eric that Ren was reaching out to do the same
You were just gonna
thing.
fucking throw it in the water. Sorry, I'm gonna turn my. Sorry.
But my crystal, it was talking to me.
That's not a good thing.
Okay, so hold on. You just took it off. Where did you
And
throw it?
yeeted it into the
Which-
water.
Which way
yeeted
did
it.
you yeet it?
Straight over here.
Sploosh.
Okay.
Into the drink.
The last thing you hear, Scales, is like, I had so much knowledge about this area to give to you. Oh, you liar! Splosh. Yeah, you guys are on your own now.
Bloop.
When it comes to going in to the next part of this Mind Flare colony, but I think that's the best time to finish it up for tonight. Well done, everyone. I love you all. Thanks everyone thanks for the raid. Flying Orc, we love you.
Thank us
And
as well.
I hope your stream went well. Actually, if you're still, if anyone from Flying Orc is still in, tell us what you were talking about. Like, what were the chats about? Were we doing gaming chats or TTRPG chats or what was going on?
Discussing the complexity of the universe and the multiverse.
Oh look, that doesn't start till 5 a.m. and it's around the kitchen table.
Yep, well, we're halfway there.
We'll be more than halfway there at the castle game.
Yes, sir. Okay, look, they're all gone. Anyway, look, thanks very much, guys. We love you all. Oh, hello. It's Eno Max. So we will see you
To
on
figure out what
Tuesday.
sound tastes like.
Yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday for
Skittles.
Arcane Adventures in Andromedus, and then on Thursday for Candlekeep Mysteries. We
Which
love
is
you
finally
all,
back.
and thanks for tuning in. See you soon.